ebebo medin ede Tony Montana e hensama ekoso ewo amono no hemre na kono abo apau meet and watch from now till 12 breaking news ebeba de e final hoson dwumadi no na de local news no so ho e de wa Ghana Premier League no why ana efa weekend we matches no she no nyina so eba so ntistic and stay menu afide no and femfia here live Facebook Kessben television YouTube Kessben TV bodaroma like subscribe na share ma onua enya chefa show no so DSTV channel 364 Go TV so channel 121 yeba shas here at the free Saudi Arabia Al Nassr Bobo Kono Ronaldo and so when see akan na Al Nassr said the ababe official say next year omuntimi and compete Europe because oko omo Asia Champions League na said ye oba Europa ye wa UEFA Champions League ni Asia for and so Asian Champions League next season Al Nassr omo entimi and mobi because omo entimi and secure qualification enti omo enya a disastrous season omo elusu Saudi Super Cup no elusu Saudi Pro League no omo efrimu our Saudi Cup and Asian Champions League so omo entimi and qualifying ti Al Nassr Ronaldo team na fuwedi and koye kra and fa amomo say finally see man omo bo between two countries the oje Copa America and the oje Euros no ana aya omo ebo and da Argentina and Spain obanya reach agreement Argentina na the last edition of the Copa America and Spain so again Euro 2020 year for no so esi omo and so and now so enti Argentina and Spain and ebo omo friend finalize man and da two parties ni share ya omo affix dates and chakra no the details no and so ebeba yanko England enra Chelsea and Man United boy in the English Premier League game at Chelsea tonight Stamford Bridge eshe kabako Man United entimi ante Mark Cucurella na enya the only goal no na check assist no Chelsea captain Reece James quite fast so 10 year Pejanity Sporting Cucurella Peja bona Mark and so pen bona to net no na FA no na we our Kessben television so enti Chelsea enya 3 maximum points no our Stamford Bridge Champions League slot no omuguso an push hard right after the game Enzo Maresca Chelsea manager Osama United surprising the pa na onim say United omotimi very aggressive sir enra hoden pa na United boy Enzo Maresca win over United in some way na odituja.
No, yeah, I was quite confident because I know how difficult it is to play against United. They beat City away. They drew at home against City. They drew against Liverpool. They drew against Arsenal. So in big game, they are a big team, and we expect a very tough game. And also, congratulations to them because they play very well. But I was completely confident because overall it was a game, you know, that I had the feeling that we could have a good moment and score the goal.
Well, what is it about their
Chelsea manager Enzo Maresca win over United and Chinuka Kradiamayeno? Also more doubt to Chelsea and the right direction. Also Chelsea soon kwada and can Chelsea change now the Fernando El Nino Torres and Eba and Chelsea. Omo at the academy falling be Tarek George winner be Bobby Chelsea nam kwanso the right direction them one and omo nam Enzo Maresca to also say
press you still think that Chelsea is the same Chelsea that years ago. It's not the same. I can understand that people struggle to understand that, but once again tonight Jackson was suspended. We play with Eric 06 from the academy. And I said many times years ago, I don't know, Drogba was injury, probably Diego Costa play, or Fernando Torres. This is completely different Chelsea. I can understand that people struggle to see that, but we are in the right direction. Hopefully we can bring the club where the club deserves to be, that is Champions League. We're going to try our best, and hopefully we can finish well.
Do you think also that the supporters expect old Chelsea, if that's the right way of putting it, and also, let's be honest, the club spent a lot of money and still spends a lot of money, and that's probably where the expectation comes from.
Yeah, for sure, yes. I don't think since I'm here that we are spending more money than other club. I think at least we are spending the same money. But it's just about building something. We are building something important. People has to trust us because we are in the right direction. The club is working well.
Chelsea,
as I said, hopefully
supporters won't trust them. I want them the right direction. As a Chelsea fans, no, extra goals on major team. Say Chelsea, we know a different of Chelsea of yesteryears. First, no, Drogba, free moi, na Diogo Costa, and now say elite strikers nibi and Eba El Nino Torres. Mo say Chelsea, Nico Jackson, any home part, Tarek George, and Eba be replacing the Chelsea fans. No, we want to watch and I'm wanting to say Chelsea as a Sankra and Nema and to say Nia Atieno, Rich James and then Mark Kukuyera. James I assist Kukuyara and finish it. And after the game, I'm going to Kasaye, I'm combination, the understanding no, I'm going to chumu edimai.
Put it in an area. I knew if I put the ball in this area, this man is always arriving. So no, I'm happy that we both helped contribute with the win today.
So honestly, you expected that Mark might be the one to get on the end of it?
Yeah, for sure. I had with my eyes closed.
Is he telling the truth, Mark?
I don't know. No, but yeah, I think this goal is because we train a lot of times in training. We know, like, if everyone do that, we are training in every day, so we can score. And I think we know that he need to put the ball there.
And training grounds and rather Omubenzi would say, oh, park no so combination no James maybe do not turn a page ball no and on our Kessben television. So also our partnership we combo right from training grounds and our say a better the our park no so na Roy Keane Man United legend Enra TV Man United bomber baso Chelsea baso say Chelsea players initially now you fire almost the same quadano gradually level up to expectation. Them Champions League slots na juma ho just Nottingham Forest and last home game name last game Premier League no Nottingham Forest I win no and a secure Chelsea Champions League slot.
Players coming, they won't. Even United players got to United at the moment. They're not going to settle teams, so it does have to be that element that give a player 6, 12 months, even longer to settle into a new team, particularly when there's high expectations. Yeah. And some of these Chelsea players now, who heavily criticised them, some rightly so sometimes, they're now showing their quality and look a lot more settled.
You saw the celebrations. Do you think that they have a sense that the job is done now?
Chelsea? No, I don't think so. I just think it was a relief that they're obviously they're the driving seat and they've got a game to go in terms of the league. I know they've got a European game, but again, if you gave them that at the start of the season, they have to go and win their last game. I think they would have took it because particularly young and inexperienced.
Man United, great, Eddie Etuja. Now, Ruben Amorim, Man United, manager, what defending Rasmus Holland, Enra, Holland, now, Oyi, Levi Colwell, Jesse, and Kawatapa, Man United fans, no, Bonici. Now, so surprisingly, Ruben Amorim, defending a striker, fighting for every ball. He almost said, Olusu, a lot of duels. Now, so, improve. Player very very young na naniaje with the progression how our boy progress progression paying and United fans so Ruben Amorim they was so happy with how our boy also progress into with hard work or continuously there any enyema ebes sapa we ensima Ruben Amorim Edituja Andre Onana Man United goalkeeper was saying to the beer o face good moments at the bin so na wa face bad moments nyina jotu say afuwe enye United a good season pa we a bad one of course enyema enko ye kra we enye time Man United bought the best of football Man United entimi enwini nanso enyema sesa say to aso adwumaden na relax dia ene after encoding abaso body kese pa ana ebenya or say Wednesday Europa League final against Tottenham Hotspur or say hia pa say United fans na dia bobo so season we no also supporters no enya say dia kakra eno nti Wednesday United players no all out so when you say season we ankoye game we very important no some motimi edinkunoma fans no ani atimi ajom Europa League na automatically qualify for next year's UEFA Champions League. Now, when say Man United season way, I want to be winning 2 consecutive games in the Premier League. Say, washe the following week. Now, washe Man United and to me winning and to assume United on my last 8 games on so I want to be win United power any say the entire season. I want to be winning 2 consecutive Premier League games. So, Omashe 2 matches at 2 so in the Premier League afuwe Man United Bobo Kono and so Antimi Anyesa. Yen free ho na yenwura mu Catalonia and Barcelona trophy parade no eba so omo agye domestic trouble na Barca players no enam krom ene fans no celebrate no momi enko na yehwe harwa eniema esikwa wey eye Barca omo agye league agye super cup e de Copa del Rey so enra trophy parade no players no ene fans no eni
I ara està arribant el...
Enti Manchester United bobo koni twawata no Barca for de ani gyenkwa awo Catalonia ekrom ho no mo enra players no ene fans no na wo hwe say omo Germany na fans no in their numbers omo ebaye papa over 670,000 fans and enra trophy parade no omo de omo gyimu me hwe how Barca fans no eba in their numbers.
I ara està arribant el bus descapotable.
Però és que encara hi ha molta gent que els espera aquí.
Sí que és veritat que des de plaça Urquinaona, no? Aquí hi ha
Aviam, et dic jo que aquest tros l'he fet jo caminar moltes vegades i no trigues tant.
No, està molt a prop.
Hi ha moltíssim.
Mira quina imatge tan preciosa ara, des de baix de l'Arc de Triomf. Quanta pirotècnia, quants focs d'artifici, fons, moltíssima gent. Una gran gentada.
Wey Barcelona fans no enra trophy parade no over 670,000 fans and our Kessben television so principal street of Catalonia and a Barca Eddie omo domestic trouble no omo so am Eddie Etukrom Luis Suarez former Barca player so ball Emma Inter Miami and one single out Lamine Yamal and I say congratulations champion, you are impressive, keep it up, you can win and no I am Luis Suarez na Rio Ferdinand Man United omo a great also Lamine Yamal on Tessa Messi Lamine Yamal or a different from Neymar Lamine Yamal onye Ronaldo Lamine Yamal na onwa kasa himself enti comparison no etwo entwa Lamine Yamal kasa no oyo onwa kasa in his own yes ye compare no to Ronaldo Messi and the likes you know. Yen for no compare or no Lamine Yamal ankasa. Real Madrid 4% more for Liverpool £2 million as compensation. Now, release Trent Alexander-Arnold. Said Trent contract may running out to June. Madu Bobo couldn't so much in Chambers some of the boy no FIFA Club World Cup. Enti omutua €2 million as compensation. Now Liverpool Jai Trent Amanabe joine Madu Domon and so a club no Real Madrid omo ejidi pass omo timeji FIFA Club World Cup na omo season no enye disastrous ko for term season say aye disaster. Nanso omo eje European Super Cup. So omo je FIFA Club World Cup ya Madrid omo gidi pass omo season no enye bad cranty omo focus solely ewo FIFA Club World Cup na ano enso ebetimi abaso na yenwura mi ewo Liverpool aso yes so ma start make plans their rival of Jeremy Frimpong na baba replace Trent Alexander-Arnold ewo Liverpool omo right back boy ne there almost Liverpool na wie Liverpool so any Liverpool so wi anesa enti medicals no date no mguso omo enso fix na Carlo Ancelotti Brazil national team na all konyaka say May 26 no be shine Jumedi ase na was starting po oya list for Brazil June omo 2 games omo ebebo no na yese by ochina there na wa finalize players ebetimi abesi akan ama Brazil next month omo 2 games omo enso ebo Emiliano Dibu Martinez Aston Villa goalkeeper Enra Villa omo share 2-0 na goalkeeper no call rounds they will see crack no ko for gidi pass on Aston Villa for wie next year on that go MMO bim and no tin am last home game no on the supporters no edin kra enra very emotional enti Dibu Martinez no yeah to Saudi Arabia clubs no dey yom see tata na eden no and so ebetimi akọ Emerick Laporte ebo Emma Al Nassr Luis de la Fuente Spain national team coach na catch and say so opesa oye part of Spain team na Eco World Cup ne dia any on free Saudi Arabia na omra a very competitive league Europe otna Saudi Arabia dia any next World Cup no nya dia no enso able timi akobi so person ko bi kwa dia omra Europe biem na ombe compete nyesa national team na dia ono enso ebenya call up Rafael Leao and the agent Jorge Mendes omo any Milan air discuss new exit boy also given all they also ebiano waye ama AC Milan enti omo ebese boy no Milan for tono na ono enso etimi ko ya tse Chelsea for enya na omo enso epe Mohamed Salah din komo pi Salah sin ko for kekan ye say club free no free Liverpool influence the decision say enko so ebeko so from day one or imagine say obeste e Liverpool aso ye na no kra bia ni so no Salah no or free club no makọ mo bi entin sama mo Salah edituja
us not to win, that's a problem, and I think that need to change with the player we have and the fans that behind us, the support we have. I think Liverpool losing, that should be surprised, not the other way around, and it should be the limit to how many times that the fans need to hear, we go again next season, we give it all this season. That all need to change, and also to go to the last game of the season with our fans to tell them thank you. It's the best way to do it with a big trophy.
What I am Mohamed Salah in the Premier League no omo na aje omo last home game omo celebrate party mo ana mo say odi club echi no free Liverpool say no crab here enim every year say Liverpool competing to match Premier League na next year omo ebekọ 4 more na William Saliba say oye Arsenal fan na nyantubu ase trophy ebeba ya boss na for chief pass Mikel Arteta buy na say Ole Foundation every season or Boca come market auto place into trophy emba this year amoko trophyless William Saliba our defender and Arsenal say with time no trophy ebeba e Arsenal for asoye Jonathan David Ofri Lille as a free agents no Inter Milan for a contact no say omo enya Jonathan David omo enso epe Pep Guardiola say emre nyanson say ye be san say flying Vits or joining Man City and now wouldn't say enne omo ebo finals of the English FA Cup no and I know some chef go be say flying Vits or joining Man City and now or say boy another club player omo final who be here say be ignore sa question no now omo concentrate on the game omo any Palace so ebo Gabriel Agbonlahor say Chelsea here elite striker to say Victor Osimhen Agbonlahor a former Aston Villa and England striker say Chelsea team no omo here out and out striker be to say Victor Osimhen omo na ebetimi aboa mamo target no omo etimi areche Leonardo Bonucci obetimi aba Juventus Boboko ne biom not as a player obetimi aba as a coach ne biom omo specify say obabeka first team coaching department ne ho and as omo youth team and Bonucci and so ebetimi aba he got to do enra ne pressure no as on a club no ewie season wey obey stop gap na modemono na enisro sa yetete say Napoli coach no Antonio Conte and Juve for a pension dance at the end of the season no omonya na omo enso epe ye papa yanko England enada 2 games eba so Chelsea shebako and Manchester United omo entimi ante Aston Villa esemienu ema Tottenham Hotspur omo enso entimi ante saka no nyame aduma ochina Everton and Southampton ebebo West Ham ebetwen Nottingham Forest Brentford and Fulham Leicester and Ipswich, Arsenal and Newcastle on Monday, Brighton ebebo Liverpool on Tuesday, Crystal Palace and Wolverhampton ebebo na Man City and Bournemouth on so at their face so Liverpool lady kind Arsenal second, Newcastle third, Chelsea at the 4th, Villa 5th, Man City at the 6th, Nottingham Forest at the 7th, Manchester United among at the 16th our Premier League table no so yanko Italy weekend way Manchester Barcelona and Genoa and Atalanta na Ochina Cagliari and Venezia Fiorentina and Bologna Verona ne Como Inter Ebesia Lazio Juventus Udinese Lecce bebo Torino Monza and Empoli Parma Beshen Napoli na Roma and AC Milan abo Napoli edikan 78 1 point per now omodi beat Inter Milan that second or 77 Atlanta at the third Juve at the 4th Lazio 5th Roma na at the 6th AC Milan at the 8th Italian Serie A table no so Germany and a ball league na wie na RB Leipzig and Stuttgart Ebesia Dortmund ebebo Holstein Kiel Hoffenheim and Bayern Munich TSG Hoffenheim ebetwen Werder Bremen, Freiburg ebeshia Frankfurt, Augsburg and Union Berlin, Mainz and Leverkusen ebeshia Mönchengladbach and Wolfsburg, na St. Pauli and Bochum, Bayern Munich Edikan 79 Omaji League no, Leverkusen at the second, Frankfurt third, Freiburg at the fourth, and then Dortmund at the fifth or Honemo. You call French Ligue 1 or more League no area and Marseille and Rennes, Lyon and Angers, Nice, Ebetchen, Brest, and Tinko Force way I get nice Brest into Nice, and then Stade Brestois, and Ebo, Saint Etienne and Toulouse, Lille and Rennes, now when you're Strasbourg and Le Havre, Nantes and Montpellier, Lens and Monaco, PSG, and Auxerre, Asia, PSG at the league, no, almost 81 points, Marseille at the second, Monaco third, Nice at the fourth, and then Lille, now at that fifth, of French League 1 table no so emre ne edwane we aso ne yegina na enkofo close nsem ne biasi ye kwakwaje apomodo nsem e de afi Dr. Amagashi ho after Dr. no Sir Joe ebeto aso timomi enko na apomodo nsem no Dr. Amagashi emfa nomye
Ntamu ade bay anokwamo me kana Dr. Magashi so odi dwuma pa ha Dr. Aje abasobode bebre di friframa ntamu ade abepie asantema mu wo se ahaban kasa wote fa woyade bia bra Dr. Amagashi ho na onte ne te emfama ho empadi force se wo yare na se wamfe wo se a obi enhu mobo yade ben na etete wo yade ben na ni wudi asie bra Dr. Amagashi ho na onte yade no te emfama ho eye stroke diabetes hepatitis akwada ne kokobo apie anase oba moje etu no opa wo hepatitis B so oyade pa na kidney problem all better the te die na uhia anase die yade na etete wo aka wahye ehia wamu tutumirika na bra Dr. Apostle Amagashi asoye na yade bedwane kra empanifo se yakote adromra eno ane ahaban so yete no wuram Dr. Amagashi onfa ahaban ne enka okeke demomu no obompa ye kire otwede amponyakopo totrobosu kwa me basa yi adom se onfa adom ene ayaresa emra na wode ahaban ne kawa amunum ho ana ho ya wodene Dr. Amagashi so nim sunsumu niema obetrase ahwehwe wachi babia yade ne firi a ebaye wode ahaban na kawa ma wate apo wo ye champion Dr. ni bia wode ahabandro anase wode nubra eye adwuma de se ebere ne so kese a Amagashi na wodwane bet wano e fitete odumako abo ade na yede adom achede ema Dr. Amagashi ode adi dwuma abesi ne Amagashi wo ye champion Dr. keke fa wo yade ebra na wuduru hompa yade no 40% kura timi yira ansa kura no wo doctor se wo enkrama mu a enha ho makuma se kura eno ane se obekọ Kaswa Prison Junction ana wo takura de a Apawan Kejebri Government Hospital Kumasi so bra magazine macro police house eho ana Dr. Amagashi asoyewo tachima so owo Hansa Brigade ana bogoso power line eho ana obehu Dr. Amagashi je number ye da frɛ Dr. Sesia ewo 0547 044 307 ana 0544 580936 ana 020 2408 206 Freddy Sesia na yade anku Dr. Oye kikim Dr. Oye bruta
everything trade be sine twedi ampon boss ro boss ase wa mo bibia biem ebo mu niema no bibi fufuro bia meka ho biem eno amu na suahunu nimde e kire de ye de enye ene de ye ena okutwa so mbeka kire tiedi ni ye pa ne fatu tiri eye Dr. Apostle Amagashi with Donyankopon awie ye bremu wode hahamane nubna ese yade me secret ni sorry
me catch you and say pick number na go screen na sekeke na de freno na tutu na makone ho enni nansa me na me catch you wa yarsan eto betwa
me de me ma meeting ni bebre ko hospital bebre ye ko ba bia me ma me na me ni menu ababa ko ye kura ni musi ye ko hospital bia kura ni musa wontimi nante nya hwe obi di adanse ye fa Dr. Amagashi ana o kire mazi maku ene e bai tiade ma me bai kura no sa na Dr. Amagashi hwe no first adura wode ma ya koye within 3 days a wo sha se no mu adu na fe de ma me na wotimi kura dua e de nante ni empega ni biem intimi ka sei sa bre de ma me no MC na ye ni age ahotaba inti bi di adanse se Dr. Amagashi obi biara bibi ha wo ni padriam bia de mo jide so ba Dr. Amagashi aso ya bibia be kam
an sa mi magani ko na taka cikin wani magani sai wani ya gwada min wani doctor daga micro wenzo inda nazo doctor ya ce nje yin lab na je na yi lab nazo ya bani magani so uku kenan so uku na gani wallahi na ji lafiya na law doctor ya ce min kaman aje Halima ciwon nan ya bari ci won ya bari kura yasa dan wana musulmai saboda Allah ba kariya bane
wa o sha ba min da bai ino bun ke ina nan ya ai ya sai me wa papa ntinu na na dia kwa na waye
o pe ni ya potre dia tell say we a critical issue ya ma papa me ko papa e dey cooperation e ti na unu ba na je ni wa wa me ko papa no cooperation manda so me nsan ka ho no beto ma be fama de why
anyway say am pe ko be funda ka no ton fen so pra ne wo ye die o so me nsa na ke fe ka no ano
ya mo tira mami
jeru kra ka kire some fa no ko amagashi wo ma ko police house wo ka se ka no wa to no ye de wa ye
opani bato
ala se ni kimi ko amagashi wo ni ko amagashi wo opani
ye ni ko e se ya no mato
ana pressure na wo so wa
sa force ano ya ye nyani ni am de ya ni e so fa amagashi am sa sabro asama
Nurse.
Kana mejatia Fabian Cheno Besa.
No so kwa yo na no kwa.
Ade si no kai ne man tia. Ama baba tina ha me ba ha putumi nyensam. Ana fibroid kakra ya me nya wo nti. Enu be na wo fa maame. Enu be ana wo fa maame. Ade so ntumi sa me yale a ade tira wo ka maame nko.
Ya mutre abawasela abutre nti wo. Ye nko be mo wa.
Me abawasela o. Enya me baba wasela. Ye kaye se Dr. Magashi. O de bibi duro papa ne sayale. E ba ha ban duro dia ko ya de number 1. Baba betina ha sei. Amo so me mu. My sayade. Me diri me kam so me kwa nya wo ni bi. Ene bari bi ahyemechi. Me betina ha bi mo hyiwe.
Anye kem. Aya what you am case kama.
Sika me ba wa jafi wo ni me sa check kama. E ko fa case kama.
Magashi egum hospital. Akwa kwenchiremi so atonso hie mu a bonu se hie mu ba afei an mahu se dade bi etwa dade so we doctor mpo na sebe o yare fu untimi hwe no wo de ye nwa amagashi wo de frem nyaso mesi wo de yade wo de abena me so bo am doctor babuwa wo ahwe yare fu na ma nam se me ye doctor we anya fanie mankwa amagashi wa kamsa sabro aka me so na nim se de pepe die wu esa yade na minim sabofra han e de say ade mi kokun na han akwo eni nubra ko bebre na me si wo mo pa wo de bafua si wo te de te me si badi aya to no enya sem tetua de ha wo bia no me say kotoa Dr. Magashi emfa ya de nko na ya de ya
alatiare
Dr. Apostle Magashi we opinion
yawa wakwa baba Amagashi Herbal and Spiritual Clinic minua ye me pese me ma wote ase ne se yade a ebo nipa manipa ye mmobo onyankopon aka wansem to Bible nim de daada saa na wode eduruyefo nso aye den aba season bi ni nipa nyankopon pagya no wonim dwumedi edi wo Dr. Amagashi Herbal and Spiritual Clinic ye me pese me ma wote ase ne se wo kan Jeremiah chapter 16 the verse number 4 was nkrofo bi wo ho a owuyade abo mo owuyade e de ba de e ye pressure wonim nipa do a pressure ekum ma financial up to now wonim nipa do a diabetes ekum up to now wonim nipa do a HIV ekum up to now wonim nipa do a hepatitis B ekum up to now sa yade we nyina yade e ye owuyade enu na Dr. Amagashi nyankopon de yale nyina anu aduro de amame sa wo ba Dr. Amagashi Herbal Clinic yade biara e taiwo yade ye sunsum yade nkofa ko meeting no matter what you say enu no me break you down what about Dr. Amagashi what in two time ye won nkofo bro ono ma omo say HIV na duro ni ho opani se wonni edura enkasa ntie nyankopon abode eduro na ye ka no eduro na bedi bi ho ye nyina ye nim say Deuteronomy 23 the verse 1 say o say sebi nipa ni be man nyegman ko f enti se obem mesha Baba Dr. Amagashi wo ye be ma obem na pie ekakalaka e de ama sa na nipa sebi etwere da no so obi a hepatitis B da ne mojem obi na ninkoso enhu ade obi a yade bi tata no opani omo pa wo kwa de bebrebe yade e na gu nipa ni mase yade e na asesan krofo bebre ma omo da ne hiafo enu nti na Dr. Amagashi meto nsafro se wa yale sa anu aduru ababedi
se wo enkrama mu a enha ho makuma se kra eno ane se obekọ Kaswa Prison Junction ana wotakra de a apawan keje
BPL matches enso ewo ho Ghana Ghana Premier League games yami aduma se nyina nim so ya bo 30 matches aka 4 games na eno so abere weekendi hwan ene hwan na Asia ewo hen munsensem pi ewo hana other local stories ewo kakra enso ye de akam ho ye betrase memenda wonu say free adwada bepem eneme menda yi ansma hodo a ye brobro so ha no na fe yi mu kakra de wo interest mu a enso want me amfa ma ana odi ba na bia wante wo poe kakra no utumi ediba na fe ye brobro so a dumienu na ya page mu ma breaking news and so atwaso 055159993 055159993 mumfa mo messages no meka ho na yemfa emom dumienu na ya page mu Tony Montana odi amanone nsam no abawie ye dia yemiebi kakra and kem atrase na Andy say yeah. Oh, okay.
I'm sure Ghana Premier League table no see ana.
Table no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me who say in this weekend nanka Go Stars. And
yeah.
And me share na who so am the points na ka ho already.
Dada.
Be any Go Stars about back.
Okay.
Esro ho.
Do train go for.
Train go for. Nations were difficult game against Lagos cities.
Yes.
You know no the match get to.
Oh, okay. Branca City and Kabia.
Okay. But we are weak.
Away game,
yes. Indeed. And easy.
Yeah. Easy. Okay. Now, Lagos City is almost na you cry.
David, Sergio. Lagos City is almost that 17th.
Okay.
Almost relegation.
I see.
Almost relegation. We in Swatema, you are talking about Lagos City and Accra Lions. Into almost that relegation zone. Into almost lose match we at home the announcer say almost say goodbye to the Ghana Premier League. Into it's not likely say how difficult game on the for Nations FC. So Lagos City is ready now. Omo be team Abasoro, I be fighting for other games probably. So omo be stay in the Ghana Premier League. But so omo lose this game they will say goodbye to the Ghana Premier League. Almost 25
points, yes.
Into a game very, very difficult. So our games been at I was on Quebec TV so.
Yeah. So games need
yes, I was a bet TV so. Yes.
So now they are much short da there. It drew baby sana. O sana na edin.
David na know we dey share to that see league ni en share to.
Me can TV for.
David, we dey en share to. We dey share to be any baby. But me just a bet TV so. But very difficult game. Nations person omo league na we also win the match. The Nations person omo league na dia because already Go Stars no problem there. They are only preparing against Kotoko next week.
Yeah.
Into no normal mindset no everything ever. And if Nation want to win the Ghana Premier League, then they should be thinking of winning this particular. It is not beyond their reach. It is never beyond their reach.
Enti ebaba so de gami pushu kakra bi am wa hye table na mame after this weekend. First four. We assignment get I
don't league in you know a league in a lot goes into it. A lot goes into it. Into the analysis and quantity shall be a mistake.
That's all those show there.
And with the analysis. You league in a lot goes into it.
No kasa say.
You league.
Yes.
Oh, a lot goes into it. Operations and prophobic.
Yes, I say oh no so kwa ko Magdan papa no. But no.
It's a you. You face reality now. You hope better.
Debut. And two person say high ho hakeka.
There me person.
But me here case analysis.
Analysis na ye no.
Andy.
Referee betimi asesa no.
Andy.
Sejo.
Enti no ye analysis no because of referee.
Yes, the analysis.
Na bi ana obi akwa bibi nti. We dey am be say me jai Andy me jai o na se me catch say Legon
City. Me analysis na.
Analysis na say
me analysis na.
And no na dey share table na dey na dey.
Sejo. And you put me through another far question in bra. Mbuchi me. So put me
Oba mfie enum ne
5 years.
And then me unzo we ufu papa.
You know what me hu amaye. Maka no kura no hu.
Minum say obi a okuko.
David, what the number?
O akukudru.
Me hwa na me.
But me ngongo say be dey assignment kitikitu ya mana untumi.
Assignment dey.
Na o ka kire say operations ne hwan ne.
You know, o pese me fa analysis na me dey analysis.
No na me say fa yi.
Analysis.
Me say fa bibi na kokoye.
Analysis.
Me say for operations I analysis na.
Say game no analysis gwan dey.
Okay. It is Shamami first four. After this weekend. After
anything there said you. after nani china go start be top pedi minim
okay
go start be top
ah
pedi minim
when na only can you dey na utibinka we chance me I can see it
the pedi minim na me ka after nani china go start be top
go start be top
ah pedi minim go start be top china
okay
nations best into on second position kotokone heart of land before
and who say so it means who say nations Ekoshe Legon cities.
You know, per the nations are sharing.
Per the what can I see idea? Who's the nations Ekoshe Legon cities?
You know, incentive for Beko Legon cities on a cherry. Yeah.
I favor.
I said, do. If you got a Premier League, referee will be this hour to we said, you, I said, I say, so should the nations are here this season. Omasha Kotoko, Omasha Ediana, Omakosha has of folk. And if you venom and sound with your my bottom. Oma babuniye and all those very nations are winning. Now, so show omu team now. Oma picky at the right time, even in the absence of Razak Simpson. Or say Kofo, Oko Gripman, Oban Finfiwa Sade Kalasan Rashid, Oko Edimu Asulebana, Oka Chawati, Oka Danso, Oka Emmanuel Alon. They are playing very well. But you know, and this is against a backdrop of Legon cities. Almost so called relegation, almost so much from relegation.
Nations will triumph. Yes.
Okay.
Nations
will win so much from
yes. I believe, sir, beat me.
Some will win so much that they win the league. Some will win so much that they win the league.
They have the strength to win this game.
No, you know, they have. Yes. But the strength of Legon cities will be multiplied.
And you know, and I'm waiting so they don't make my quadruple no crowd. Nations.
Yes.
Whatever I'm going to motivate. Center man, if you know, say, obey fair.
Yes. And center man. Because we come center man.
No, so say, if you say BBI and obey fair, I'm out 2 teams. Nti onye fair no ni match. We epe league aji. We so yes, a free, also free relegation. It's a big game. Yema yeninko sa game no yema yeninko sa game no hompani fo mo ninko sa game no yepa ye nyina ka o se de wo kan o metima ma ya hwe sa match live can be
the best e o sen ke bet TV so and I said you know match we na nka FA chairman FA president and vice referees appointment committee chairman tiase
bia wo
na referee na hu so ohu stance o ye wo map na di apani ba akwa bechia no hu se masa ene de o FIFA badge na ya na de ye adwuma nti sigino e ho ne ba bia nka
referee be na ba handles again
me se kwa mompe mai
kwa mompe referees no mai intentem we dey say best referee
in say handle we so ati apa ne kodi
yes na say lie available I mean game o ko handle
you know na say they say ya phone so na di sa games no nti afo so ati apa ona nka o se kodi sa game
I'm saying no available mom family intentem na yen referee some handles are matches any wo ho pa e be say any cause
yes we call relegation we the Ghana Premier League you know any easy
yanko Europe mra you were a lot to discuss na usu bebre wo all right
but revenue
yes
you know
all right yeah all right yanko Europe kakra matches na koso enra Chelsea and Manchester United game e koso say dem say EPL La Liga now Liga ne de you winners yes but say Bundesliga and so Tyrese Bayern 11 points 11 points
Italy omaji
so with 5 games more 5 games more 15 points into no 11 will be able to see and 11 points on Leverkusen into no so nyanga so maji Serie A no na why Tyrese yes
Inter will play against Lazio and Napoli beko eni utadali against Parma.
Okay.
Difficult game.
Napoli 78 points and Inter Milan 77 1 point.
Yes.
And that won them. All right, yen hwehwem kakra na fe yen family Africa stories no.
Enra 2 games na course so e the Premier League. Esa de back to the top 4. Now I'm on the top 4 table no ready my because you better thorough discussion concerning the top 4. Tottenham Hotspur any was some mess because almost how betimi a win the Europa Cup final. Now my be see kan the Champions League next season. Into which open your friend Ange Postecoglou ni team and pempi or the bobo no and then no ne set up of players or the boy or my French players maybe the opportunity to play and said you against Aston Villa their last 8 games almost super coupe and open your friend who now Emery who say almost spend this so much no the chances of Munya or Mubisi are kind of the Champions League and more memories and recalling the days no more winning the Champions League no the atmosphere about the Villa Park because game against PSG obi a Champions League song no more boy the Europa song and then you did true into the vibe, the euphoria, the excitement Aston Villa fans nyam omo hu say there be no more a part of the cathedrals in the olden days say e was say why no mo eko because almost spend so much in the market and I said you Aston Villa who said there be games na aka so mo yire omo ho a omo what the opportunity na as record sign in the 53rd minute enya the first goal in the ma omo and Abubakar Kamara at the second goal na ka omo am winning 2-0 against what the Premier League no or omo pebe be papa in the Premier League in their last 8 games they are yet to say omo betimi a win game and it has been disastrous spell for opening a friend Ruben Amorim so far as the Premier League near concern. Man United are yet ordinary. And you know, the mentality of the United players so far as the Premier League near concern, how they are struggling within the season. In Villa for the chance to beat Manchester United at Old Trafford next week. In Tienra, they now saw me quick. Now me very relaxing. And the funny aspect is that so the owner Emery press conference I said no in phone. And I all check the score line between Chelsea and Manchester United. In the Aston Villa there, destiny no but you know it depends on the performance of other clubs in the betting part of the top 5. But next game against Man United, I don't think it is a difficult game at all because this season they've shown. So team and their guys now already say they want to play in the UEFA Champions League again. Oh yeah, no fear no about Manchester United versus Tiba. Your friend Chelsea. Out of the 14 games, the last 14 games from Bona Chelsea team win back up. It's Manchester United game then I can say and Pepe no more ba. Now tell who draw. It was a games in him. In the first half, now it's different from the OBN. For me, it was a poor first half. And not the tempo and the level and the intensity of the game. And you know, in the first half, is it Manchester United? Is it Chelsea? No. One team all three person winning that game in the first half. And if you look at the two forwards, Tarek George in the leading line of the Chelsea, Rasmus Holland in the leading line of the Manchester United. Clearly, who say two teams na serious on pace on BB in the first half. It was the usual circulation. You pass it, but you do final third now. The final product, the final delivery, one and a day back. James back close. Noni Maduke back close. Harry Maguire back close. But you know, when you games, we expect to say players from who actually was back close. But in the second half, you will send Saika Kraba. Chelsea tries to move pushy. And the substitution of Casemiro and Mason Mount are Man United. Chelsea now control. After you making sure say or create several opportunities within the squad. And said, "Oh, she acquire a ball in free right. Pedro Neto to Rhys James. Yeah. Look at the turning from Rhys James. Yeah. Said, "Oh, ne fekeke." And look at the cross. And a Marco Kuyera crown the performance on the day with that ball. And so incident here, OTV Israel, Tarek George and Abrante Feno. Andrew Nana and the referee was spot on.
All right, I'm find them quickly, na Danelai the handles our game. I'm so happy.
Okay.
Yeah. You're so happy that your best referee never handle. Yes. Me okay pa.
And office.
Me okay pa. All right.
Nations waters.
Me pacho. Member mafa.
Me come as
who can audio muslim can.
Games no yeah the metrics and it's metrics na so I'm referee. Say your Champions League na me hu referee am because a game we there one for one dey am a enyiye. Me hu Clement Tepe na no twa onim.
Okay.
Advan Kovac, Slavko Vincent. You know, Omano was a 1 year old fat into where the advantage nations. You know, Massamano.
All right.
Advantage nations. The Academy Wawa Holding. The Academy Wawa Holding. The advantage nations.
Okay.
Said you, in the second half, and almost some highlights in the view. James standing on that fake and winning game now. It was Chelsea and Sejo. Chelsea it me a winning game no. Say Chelsea it in a better position. Omo betimi a qualify for the Champions League. Say there, you know, omo destiny show be ansem. Omo destination omo nsem. And I believe that every Chelsea fan impressed with Chelsea in the last 5 games. Say do. Fulham, Everton, Liverpool, Newcastle, the St. James Park, the whole no-go area.
Okay.
But Chelsea could lose here. And Manchester United, for a long time, United in team more crabbles or Chelsea, but United are left to a game. But say do game at the City ground already. Nottingham Forest for you very okay with their position because Omukwako Europe, no matter the BCBR, into me very okay. They honors lie with Chelsea says I game the day. Obo Bekono betimi akọ win na general omo timi qualify for the top 5 omo qualify for the Champions League. Enti ye bebo Arsenal versus Newcastle United the china at the Emirates. Na me dey so Liverpool any Arsenal there say do omo asementi omo position wo top. 3 na akaru na akase teams na April. Na 2 teams are omo wo soro no Newcastle United any team a ye frɛ no Arsenal ebebo nyam pɛch na ewo Emirates. In the first leg, this is in games and Newcastle and Arsenal bu nyina no. You know, eya na who say Newcastle for no more dey ban wo soro Arsenal. And this one too said you Newcastle room almost nim say omo ye lucky they will be playing their last game at home. Almost said you. So for teams in April top 4 now. Chelsea be kwa away to team my friend Nottingham Forest. Manchester City be Bournemouth on Tuesday.
Very, very big game.
Yes.
Chelsea Nottingham Forest.
I say
a big game,
Chelsea
Papa.
Yes. A big game. A big game. And the Chelsea be kwa Nottingham Forest next week. With the City ground. On Tuesday, Man City be Crystal Palace. Now I will come back and talk about that match. But only FA Cup final. It is City be Bournemouth on Tuesday. After Bournemouth on Sunday, Obeko Clavian Cottage. No, only Fulham Akakobo. And the Chelsea be away in their last game. Man City be away in their last game. Team my friend Newcastle United be last game at the St. James Park against Everton. So advantage Newcastle United. And now you know, Aston Villa about last game at Old Trafford. So out of the 5 teams now, omo battle for 3 spots no. Miensa ebebo match in last match were away. Only Newcastle United ebebo game at home. Said you, sa games in there, and others also be a missing.
Nottingham Forest was 62 points.
Yeah.
So what me winning there against West Ham and a weekend against West Ham, almost 65.
Yes.
So what you say?
Yes.
In the 65, and I hear almost was 66.
Chelsea was 66.
Yes.
Newcastle, you say?
Newcastle was 66. Yes.
Okay. And Aston Villa.
Aston Villa was 66.
The 3 teams.
Yes.
The advantage for Newcastle, they say,
Man City was 65, but almost 1 game.
It is sitting so sharp. It is sitting so sharp on the bus road.
Yeah. That is it. Yeah. City sharp. Almost 68.
But City against Bournemouth on Sunday match get wow.
Okay.
The advantage for City na Etihad because this season teams are punishing Bournemouth and are punishing City in Bournemouth ground.
Yeah.
And don't forget that Bournemouth say Arsenal home and away. Team in Bournemouth abo Chelsea in Kwan. Almost Manchester United home and away. And Manchester City against Bournemouth on Tuesday in an easy match.
Yeah.
It is a the advantage for Newcastle United. They say almost last game on the ball fee, but City back away. Man City so back away. Aston Villa back away. So advantage 18 for Newcastle. Aston himself also more on the bottom 4 no. And any easy china I the Emirates. But I'm going in for double chance for Arsenal in that game at the Emirates. And then Crystal Palace and Manchester City in the boom the FA Cup final. Crystal Palace the last time I'm winning a cup way back in 1994. Any team since 1906 almost 4 more the 2nd division trophies in MP almost the last time I'm put FA Cup final 2016 against Manchester United and Man United show by 2-1 and I said It was a team that was coached by Alan Padi. Obi okay Alan Padi Obiano. On and coach that team. It was a team with Winfred Zaha and the rest. And as a Jew, the likes of Delali Mo were part of that particular team. Thomas Delali Mo were part of that team. And I did not Omolusuye. And almost Samba back bill against Manchester City. Pep Guardiola Dikaka said, "Mo Obia and direct Crystal Palace." And Obia one year time after Crystal Palace in City games. Omo ye one team in Manchester City bopper. So what's your why? Because omo guys near guys are omo crab ball and a GNT. It is omo that space to tell the city much space now. Omo team no ball. And Oliver Glasner, the team not to himself or in FA Cup or chance. Ako Europe. And or change the core three back no. Ako ye kakra at the amano just like no call at the 4 back no. Into ofo be say Lacrosse Menzel and then owo Ebereche Eze and owo Abrantia Ismail Sarr and then Jean Pierre Matata. These 3 guys, I was Manchester City more money come. These 3 guys and I was Manchester City more money come. So 2 guys no more anymore. Na Matata ho dia original anymore. Any baby o City and more money e come home. For Manchester City said it had been a terrible season for them. But the only bragging right omo betimi anya say omo nso e betimi a win the FA Cup. Possibly, if they fail to qualify for the Champions League, the Europa Cup will be there for them. And to almost so she said, almost betting me bibi. And you game score, but you know, I feel Kevin De Bruyne last season now can you love so betting me a bibi or cabinet him na ni betting me akoye. Meko City 2-1 in that particular game.
Don Ashtown bibi so. Don that's it pa. That you go say 20-team league, you know, Bundesliga, 18 teams.
Okay.
And you move and there.
Okay.
Yeah. And he said 3 matches no more, right? The next 34. Omo we are more every because Bayern LED Leverkusen 11 points. It's you know almost champions already.
Yeah,
right. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's it.
And he done Ashtown. All right. Now and also yentwaso.
All right. You know 2 games where when I am reading a video now TV no. No check it. Man United need Chelsea score line. What's the press conference that no?
Okay.
And I know checking Man United.
Okay.
Chelsea score line. Yeah. We are top 5 Champions League. No. You need to finish hard.
Yeah.
Until honey baby assembly Drew. Now.
By more de
yeah,
Champions League sports now. Obie
penal. Say the level of competitiveness
yes.
And you know, one say adeba akwa ama yenya problem locally na no na make catch say. And no more division 1 na division 2 na person member division 1. Until do so obo mo di league ya. Obia dodge because omo ba so be boka. But everybody want to be share league said yo. Who say in the absence of Kotoko and House of Folk no. And at least come on what's on ka obo be jebo. But the nations want to play in Africa.
Yeah.
Ghost Stars want to play in Africa. Into the 2 teams now, with the competitiveness of already bad.
Yeah.
Because the said there be the FA Cup left, they have to win. Into the level of competition in Barcelona, a man who's a competition at the very top. First, Nanka Kotoko has and Adriana Becao, and let's say Media Mabecao. Fortunately for us, Yanya Samatas Abecao, and Yanya nations so almost on Yambeko Africa. And Yanya Ghost Stars so account so many Yambeko Africa. It is a bad game anymore. It helps to promote the game. It helps to bring the competitiveness so far as the league is concerned. So let's stop going for it. You bring sponsors and you bring those companies to rally behind certain teams to make sure that the Ghana Premier League will remain competitive. So yo,
so na nema sison and was say Gold Stars. Me mo bomfia bia no, but all the Gold Stars but to kotoko one or own difference no. All the nations but to kotoko one own difference no. And these clubs and ever likely so Champions League na kotoko ko Confederations Cup. Nema sisa mresisa.
You know,
yeah.
Sika. The can at this.
Yeah.
It's not the bia ye kase Man United ne House of Folk kwani tima obidi sika eremu a omo de team ne share revenge ya so do emerging forces aba a dominate world football. Manchester City, PSG, Ska first na Olympic Marseille, na Olympic Lyonnais, na AS Monaco. In 1993 Olympic Stadium in Munich, it was Olympic Marseille versus AC Milan. Yenya Monaco versus AFC Porto in the finals of the Champions League. Now, after PSG taking over, no, and almost spending any teams in Akoda. Teams in Akoda, no. In 2019-2020 in Portugal, it was PSG versus Bayern Munich. You know, in Bayern, in Munich this year, it is PSG versus Inter Milan. Cash. Malaga expendi sika efa Manuel Pellegrini Isco mono. Sejo, Malaga and Timiania, they played in the semi-finals of the Champions League. Omone Dortmund match no Philip quarter finals of the Champions League. Omone Dortmund match no Tele Santana mu go na eye bibi ketua bi na nyama sesan. That is money. And he said, "Yo, the nama AC Milan na drop only the absence of Silvio Berlusconi and Adriano Galliani. Dr. Massimo Moratti are making sure so today, but still Obua Inter Milan and team na efeni Inter no. Omakofa an expert about the free transfer market in Giuseppe Beppe Morata cash. Dear Nema Juventus ababe middle table team. It is because Andrea Agnelli and the Umberto Agnelli Muni hope you to pump so much into Juventus. It is a joke. Football dear. Tipi Mezembe, it almost a first no more, but I'm off. When they came back, they are all over the place. And the dear Mama Melody Sundowns, I'm monopolizing the PSL. Cash. Because in Kaiser you spend
8 times.
Yes. Yes, you know, Orlando Paris, bet, almost 5 evidence, go Pamo, almost keep those places. But Sundowns will go all the way to Brazil, all the way to Chile, to sign players $5 million, $2 million, $3 million, not on my back. Into so Rem, the Mohammed V, or Rem Wakaro International, and Yamon Channel. It is a do. So who go stars players now who be more salary our young special. The last time because I was witness to a go stars player contract. You know, I think 2 years ago, 5,000 a month. So you go start to meet your player 5,000 a month. A church they are ready.
Yeah.
The last time now the nations SC. Now we come winning bonus or much.
Yes.
And you know, she winning bonus and nations FT.
1,500.
Yes, 1,500.
15 million.
Yes.
Question I'm in Famao.
And you know, player the obey them kuno. And the name of
salary they will form kakra.
Yes.
But winning bonus so nation.
Now you know. Se kosia de. 7 days we are 1,500. And you want to okru man cry your corner bus me be and say EPI.
Yes.
Na 7 days we and you find say 1 month no. Unya 1,500 nko afwa. Enye 6,000. Inti yemfa say salary 2,000 account 8,000. Na Ghana how mo the first class salary kura wa ba mu say the tua mo. Inti money go stars sika and right decision to be omuteki. Inti football ne there the name of the game is money.
Yeah.
Ali money, Sanders money, team bia obeka bia, any accident, any draw, any spirituality, any lack, any shay. Bayern are dominant in the Bundesliga because of they have money than all the teams out there. It is a joke. The name of the game is cash. It's Kotokone had to focus and stay up. The only problem I had other teams in the say general open peace kana. Ubeti are consistent there because me can somewhat a score African after that I affected omu. Adriana Stars we are consistent to African after that I affected omu in terms of finances. Become Chelsea ko Africa ko making cash and after that it affected them. But Kotokone has no say affected omu kura na so omu ye omu team ni ya. Omu team nya fans ne back e de betika ni bi. Into the extra they say Go Stars nations they should work so hard to make sure say omu benya that fan base, a community based fans say do going forward, you know. Say sikane kura so tia omu so betimi atro to stadium to add up in numbers and make sure so omu so betimi aboa am a team na team etimi stabilize. Say yes adia omu beba be ye bia mo bia hwe by finally na niam ba San Diego. Now,
Obina eka Alhaji Mama na eka Manchester United kakrebi na ose Man U and Ruben Amorim it's not any better than what Erik ten Hag bequeathed to him in the EPL. The team was doing well in the Europa League before he joined. So this fact shouldn't be used to do a Sergio Ramos for him. Okay, the team has been occupying where they are now in the EPL table for more than 5 months. Well, I thank Allah that the European League grand finale is against a fellow poor team in Tottenham. It's a shame Manchester United is here. Anyway, very good morning to my beautiful wife, Hajia Nasta Alaji. Okay. Intina, and also, I don't know, Manchester United. And I'm so a Man U fan.
Yes, Obi
My
different.
baby, a Man U, Ababe Dano. Na,
Oman take right decisions. So Oman take right decisions.
Manchester United.
So Oman take right decisions. I reckon a better worse next season. Because Oman for coach, Oman the actually team set a high economy team into Sulu in the Premier League. But the mentality of playing in the Europa League is clearly different. Man U who said they want to play in the Champions League, they still remain undefeated in the Europa League. And the end of the Premier League, they are born as a mobida. It is because Omo put all their egg in that particular basket now. You feel the Europa League, you know. But in the Premier League, Omo fans oh, your team you share and you share energy now. Until Oman take it right decisions, players on market. Osime or almost more on the lap. Oman take it right decisions, and you know their teams will be worse next season.
Okay.
Now, Kakrebi in the Serie A. Last year, a bar against Inter Milan. Na Inter so ni hwe to amienum je no a eto amienu no ye City ma efre no Napoli beslepo na o mafa ho. But even after sadwe na o modwe ni nyina no o ko a do o manim against Lazio no nya easy. The only good thing for them, they say that game will be played at the Giuseppe Meazza in San Siro, and it gives them that advantage. Lazio a team no nye team as general. Obaya there and again the big teams owns or more bonus any. But it is not an exceptional Lazio team that you expect so much from them. And the interphoning in Anese General, almost decided they want to win. So Mukonya that divisive mindset say, oh, na se Champions League kra ha. Say ye de won hwe an yakwa koprentia na ye money bi ade then Lazio will give them a good run for their money. But so Omo decided so Omo call all out to win, just hoping say Napoli will slip at the Enyo Tedalidia. You know, Inter Milan can win that particular game. It's a double chance Inter Milan in that particular game. Okay. Napoli versus Parma. You know, and then ticket for Napoli. Difficult game because Omo make Enyo Tedali grounds and say a very good ground for them. And Omo him say almost no me the old foxes. And that these days and Yemakwako Omegu because okay, players are Parma producer. You know. Players are from 2005, the Babi CBA 2010, EBA 2015. A lot of the quality players in the Italian Serie A were guys from Parma. But then they almost so called feminine. Si Kasemna ma say almost a hold in Asia. Napoli enemy say almost just 2 games, and against this particular game, they will be playing against Cagliari at the Diego Armando Maradona. So it is an advantage for them. So moving at the last game, anything is possible and anything can happen. Until when you came out. Who expected the likes of Romelu Lukaku, Politano, Andriy Zamboagiza, Stanislav Labotka, and the guys. More book game when I'm on a trial level. I was expecting some until a game. I'm hoping and I'm taking Napoli. Say almost betting I win that particular game.
I'm for concerns. Kakrebi ka Ori Europe na. Ana Solano. No, okay. Or the Yentwasu na.
Villarreal, Barcelona,
okay.
Real Madrid, Sevilla. You know, these are games that almost born for academic purposes.
Yeah.
The only thing I want to say, Barcelona.
So already.
Petition so no be him say Robert Lewandowski back not even BBB. But against Espanyol at the LCD Stadium, it was just unfortunate for him. Clearly, who share Robert Lewandowski who's a modern of him on yet fit to play, and Mbappe continued to extend the lead in the Pichichi. In Tianone the idea, I only team to play for. And next week, Omobeja Carlo Ancelotti will continue not so much in the Spanish La Liga.
All right. Yeah, Bobo say the transit Meminda. Fana was to do no matches ahodo no any incidents ahodo a weekend no you be witness various league centers no and I be transit ebo ho enkomo kakra. Are you aware that of the 4 remaining Ghana Premier League games, Wenchi Young Apostles FC will play 3 of those games away from home and also play the last 2 games away against Karela and Bechem United. The only home game of the last 4 is to high-flying Kpando Heart of Lions. Is this fair, or we should take it like that and play hard to get the results in our way? Is there something I'm not conversant with in this situation. Alhaj Muhammad Salia, if you were on the line, on also the young apostles, or more head of communication. All right. Enra, Heart of Lions, yes. Enra Obosusa, Emaeka says, yeah, Beshas, never say league, and also enjoy 3 home games.
It's an only assembly in an essay.
Yes.
Yeah, the fixtures not to her. Some more complaints are, every crumb once and about one thing. So that's where you're supposed to complain and raise these concerns. But finally, the moment about we do say, dear, you have no cause to complain.
I like to see she also bought 3 home
game. Na say mo kra boam.
It was a boam.
New team ma bought 3 home games, What me winning in our confidence eba. Mo say nya sika, e ma mu games dem when mu nya sika de ko. Because 3 home games in you make money.
Yeah. Now is that normal?
What's it?
Normal thing na say team back with my bought 3 home games at Waso. Fishes and then man basa say team back with my bought 3 home games. Na
say
also have bought 3 away at Waso.
And your fair draw. And your fair draw. And your fair draw. I think say maybe Adachi we need to ask him, but
World Cup qualifiers here, but Mali bought 3 home games to us.
World Cup qualifiers. Okay.
And not just say fair.
Yeah. They played Central Africa. They played. Was it Madagascar? They played us.
Okay.
3 home games.
Okay. So it happens elsewhere.
And not just say fair.
Okay.
And the fact says FIFA level not just say fair.
Okay. Regarding Legon Cities and Nations FC match, I sought to know yesterday about your crew's opinion on whether the GFA has a convincing enough reason to postpone the game to Monday, given the intense league competition for the top spots. You've raised a valid point about live televising of the match. I suggest rescheduling, since there are no strict media contractual agreements for the league currently. All right. The Julian Caesar and a day already are concerning, and so I'm so what can we cry? When was it? Was it 2-3 days ago? I was going to almost boss our match on Monday.
No, Legon City.
Legon City is Monday.
Yeah. I think
because I didn't see a here no. I know yes time biana. More money abrebo, but say new baby. As you mean in born time, pero.
It depends.
Normally, are the last games.
It depends on how you arrange it, but mostly no. Last games na any sir. Because omun any points pe.
Yeah.
Obi omun any points pe.
Omun any points pe. But oh sure, baby Gold Stars involved, Asantiko involved, Nations eka home. Debia Julian pese omun bomb match ni na same time. Lions so and a free Heart of Lions.
On says the only difference in they say elsewhere no not TV rights no and na ma mpimpi I think the last year or last 2 seasons sad discussion we were, but the difference was TV rights any the arrangement and on my at that time we match we become Ghanaian so because I say weekend games and I say we become Ghanaian so. Why do you push it to Monday? But as you said, mostly they are the last games in Kwana or bonus simultaneously. Okay. I don't think just because of the SC within no. I am ra or more baby bully na di no and class don't go too. But when they get to this level, they start crying.
I'm being informed say Legon City's Nations game will be live on original TV on Monday.
Okay.
In Tinona and also Enono. Kingsley, that's for this information. I'm saying Siana Eba. So we matching original TV on Monday. All right. In Tina and some kakra no. Our my mra nafi yamro broswa yensha same free under 20 championship na because we Egypt.
Yeah. Final no be basu over the weekend yechina. So yebenya Egypt and of course Ubenya Nigeria mobile the 3rd place and both sides were losing semi-finalists. Egypt losing to their fellow North African side Morocco, and of course Nigeria also losing to South African T. These 2 sides have to settle for the 3rd place. The most important thing is that omunyina omoye 4 teams omo the World Cup qualification the most important thing omo under 20 competition. So you be who you know the just for academic purposes in terms of who becomes the third place team obenya the bronze medal because 3 medals in beche gold, silver and then bronze. And of course the biggest one is the one between Morocco and South Africa. The finals, you know. And I mean the kind I say the last time Morocco won the under 20 championship, and that's the one and the only time they've already won in this competition under 20 AFCON. And the opponent Mushia was a certain team South African team who wins. The Moroccans for no much how they've been so phenomenal over the couple of games in this competition. Omar is so resilient. The same also applies to South Africa. South Africa, yeah, they honestly, because South Africa team has secure under 17 World Cup qualifications and Omasanya under 20 World Cup qualification. The same also applies to Morocco. But as you pay what Morocco have shown in this competition, I tip the Moroccans to win the title. Now, Omar winne Omo under 20 AFCON championship now. Egypt. Based on what Morocco have shown, I tip the Moroccans to win the competition, and I'm honestly seeing say a highly possible say Omono Mobe win the competition. No my AFCON under 20 champions by the close of tomorrow.
Okay, have you ever CAF Confederations Cup? Then ekoso.
Say first leg no basone.
Okay.
Yes.
Ene china. Okay.
7 p.m. Ewo Stade Municipal de Berkan.
Okay.
Ewo the 20,000 seater capacity stadium. Na yeni Niger kobo 1-1 during the AFCON qualifiers. Yentimian qualifying.
Okay.
And that is where the 2-time Confederations Cup champions RS Berkan ebe hosti Simba. Simba are in the finals. 2 seasons ago we saw their fellow countrymen Younger Murem. Younger and Timianji. Simba will want to replicate what Younger couldn't do in the last time. The advantage for Simba is bought the second leg no at home. Unlike Younger bought the first leg no home and away. But this time around, Simba will be playing away. RS Berkan. RS Berkan has been led by one of the experienced coaches on the continent, at least Obeje Esperance Ediomoji 2 CAF Champions League titles, Mekai 2018-2019. And Moin Shabani, he has been one of the coaches at Wajinidin our continent, you know, and how were the likes of Labiri, Paul Basseni, that guy, you know, and then Kamara in midfield for the Senegalese international has been doing so well this season. Yusuf Udayu, Omo captain in the Burkinabe international on Shedan too much of playing time, but Paul Basseni has shown a lot, and even he was on the score sheet when they defeated CS Constantine during the semi-finals. This was the 4-0 now. First leg that they won and went to Algeria, even though they lost by a goal to 0 there, but 4-1 aggregate scoreline was good enough to ensure say RS Berkane Euremu into the finals. Simba will make sure say Amobenya the second leg no county. Initially, now they were looking forward to see whether say final be baso Benjamin Mkapa Stadium in Dar es Salaam. But the indication about say Masu because was Zanzibar.
Okay.
Nti ama honestly omo too disappointed. Yes, Zanzibar ni omo ben, but omo ni say komo peno ewo mo home no ewo Dar es Salaam no, because the stadium is so huge. Ehonom no mo benya more numbers in terms of support no. And that is where they were looking possibly say game no benya baso, but unfortunately omo anya nsa they need to contend with RS Berkane in the first leg. Stephen Mukwala be very crucial in the last couple of games from the quarterfinals against Al Masry and of course the semi-final against Stellenbosch were very crucial. How he combines with the likes of Elia Mpanzu and of course Jean-Charles Ahoua. A very good affront for the Simba team. No, Fabrice Ngoma, former player of Raja Casablanca, Al Hilal, AS Vita, has been very key deep in midfield for Simba SC during this season's competition. Of course, goalkeeper Musa Kamara, the Ghanaian international, displayed the metal no, and Bebia or Trepa that quarter-final game against Al Masry or chichi penalty said to be bomo emomo could do when ABT Stellenbosch now see omodu final. So no first leg count no say you I see RS Berkane likely to win the game. What Simba must do say prevent Chomo from scoring more, because Somunya more goals honestly Omo the second leg no. And trust these Arabians, they don't care wherever the game is coming on. they just want to make sure some ball. And if they are ready, trust me, you can hardly beat them. And Simba must make sure say way result to be very very crucial. Say even omobenya away go now omobe maintain slim score like that will be good. Then they look forward to seeing what will happen in the second leg next week. Now whether say Simba, I will be rooting for Simba to win this competition.
Okay.
It will be very very good if because per the investment on Tanzanian football, how league no call money, how said you almost spend it, how said you make you a lot of incursions on the continent. It will be good to see some investment happy off. But the first leg very very key and no be determine what will happen in next week. The second leg of the CAF Confederations Cup final.
Okay. Our Yantiasem them free Cameroon.
Yeah. And I say Emmanuel Kundi.
Kunde. Yes. Wow.
Wadani Bonkum so.
Kunde. 1990.
Yes, at age 68.
Oh, too bad.
At age 68. Now,
too bad. Yeah.
Samuel to pay tribute to
Emmanuel Kunde.
Yes.
Yeah, that's him.
That's him.
Yeah, only who know Kessben television.
Yeah.
You know.
The game among for Kainopani, Cameroon, England, quarter final.
Yeah.
Near Garilini Kashe 2 goals.
Okay.
Who's on no take? I'm not take off.
I think I'll to me if you
yeah, video no.
Until the end say oh why ain't mean house I say
very strong Cameroonian side led by Valerie Nepomiachi.
And I hear this
yes. Very very strong KK, Paul Mfidi, Stephen Mbu, Makanaki, Betty Nebuele crowd no they come competence sport the Garu Aba that Kotokosho during the Pandit to Gary Lineker. These were the key guys almost show off Emma England during the 1990 World Cup in Italy. Where the penalty. Emma Kundi
the ball penalty no. Okay. The end so ball kick now. Too bad.
Emma Yantiasem there Manuel Kundi Adani Bunkum so 1990 by becoming the first African country to reach high step in the
Cameroon asema enye deno na Congo Brazzaville there MJ asem de na siwo. Yeah.
Was a na FIFA banner so they now looking forward to see whether FIFA betimi arrange those games now mo ntimi amono na nkomo nya kwan abo for the rest of the games ebeka in the FIFA World Cup qualifiers but 2-3 games boy ni na they weren't part because na FIFA tabo so even FIFA World Cup qualifiers for 2026 omo group no bakwe di kan free meka Eritrea because omo so omo ntimi mo and ebeka 5 teams and a Congo Brazzaville so as I said that interference from government by Emma FIFA and so here free and I can 4 teams pay. So Morocco enyane wa and osho bia noko. And luckily Morocco mu games no mo bon either home or away or mo bon mu home because the various countries or money or more group no FIFA and Giantum ama or stadia now more using so more those FIFA World Cup qualifiers so it's good news for Congo Brazzaville. Let's see whether if they come back Samba Onel betimi anya collab no about represent your team no
because at that time oba hanam it is all kasa asem no
who's na Glid Otanga
they no
nuntina who's na Glid Otanga wo has no onya collab. There are some couple of AFCON qualifiers awabobo many even opportunity mekai even during the last AFCON qualifiers antimi qualify or South Africa. I had the opportunity of watching that game when they played against Congo Brazzaville. One South Africa, Glido Otanga during the days has enya kwan feature pa. So it will be good say omobenya babak na at least you be who Samba Onel in the thick of events Congo Brazzaville or more national team say you.
Okay. Yemfa kakran so na
Osman Bukari na Seju ababeto just say rest Belgrade for no person mo de ne babak.
Oh, okay.
Uze wo free
Chechiremu or hina or ko
hina. Uze Austin FC. Major League Soccer US. No rest Belgrade no na. Na o free ho. But the club is willing to bring him back to Europe.
Oh, okay.
An indication about the guy is open because our rest Belgrade no say you consistently European games here who either Europa League or Champion. Mekai last season or so, Omoni Manchester City, Etihad Stadium. He scored the goal for Resta Belgrade, even though they lost against Manchester City. So, even Serbia or Serbia, a less fancy league in Europe, but with team no a team are consistently who Europe. Say Anya Europa League, a bear UEFA Champions League. and I think say you'll be good if he's back. Now say even the national team call up and all sport on the say you will lose.
Okay.
Oftentimes say yeah collapse are unti and now Usman Bukari ding will collapse. And I think it will be good if he come back. If he comes back to the team, no, will rest Albert Green and say, "Do I think say be one power."
Okay, let it be known to our Mohammed that Mali's 3 home games. Okay, on the bounce never justifies this anomaly. Mali was never happy when those arrangements were made with them playing 3 straight home matches. Every perceived or real wrong act may have examples elsewhere or here. The programmers of the fixtures must correct this moving forward, and no team made to suffer this kind of fate. Let's try to avoid whatever is avoidable. Alaji still as an Tonyum. Intina and so no. Mamin free her na yentwaso nanadu answer the way by or say Chelsea did a wonderful job yesterday. Though United were resilient, but we managed to use James as a decoy to beat. To beat them. Champions League wait. All right. Nanadu answer the ode by enono. Manager Lavin C. answer the ode abejo. I trust you are good. Kindly remind my team, Kumasi Asante Kotoko, to hold a minute silence for Wilberforce informed before our game against Dreams FC tomorrow. I didn't see him play, but my father told me that he was exceptional for Kumasi Asante Kotoko and the Black Stars. They must also play for another great fan and musician, Dada Kedi, who passed on yesterday. We shall win against Dreams FC. I believe in Coach Karim Zito and our legends, Kwesi Apia and Malik. All right, Lavin C. Ajumawura, and so they are the Abba, I don't know. From the NDM said this week, I can't want some kakra. Yeah, na Dada Kedi also Asante Kotoko fan na Andy Dada Kedi.
You know, no, they don't know national asset. Into ono there say free money say man
yeah. No, Lavisi mention wahano. Na me person me who the kruntia as a Kotoko. Yes, we link be wa. No church mu. But too bad Dada Kedi. Yes.
Maybe then I'm who so be arbitrary say news to be a see. He hopes say no crap. Until me die. I'm sorry, I'm a family phone and most story I said, wow. Just a bare 1 week in the week, we are not making a discussion and once I see how I didn't uncle. Okay, I don't want to near kind of was. You know, he seemed too fresh to call it a day.
Yeah.
And my memories, wow, pay her life in a day. What did behind?
Yeah.
You know, but what can you say?
Okay. I'm for the currency, my. All right. Did our concern be Yensheka Krebi and Sana other local sources no one day at Waso about a few days after Asante Kotoko unveiled Coach Karim Zito? Lawyer Safuruku told Kessben Sports that the club was considering hiring an expatriate head coach for next season. Just 3 days ago, he stated that Coach Zito may continue with the team next season. But I believe it's high time Kumasi Asante Kotoko refrains from making public comments about its future technical direction. Can't we take a cue from how Real Madrid handled Carlo Ancelotti's exit with professionalism and discretion? The communications department is a mirror through which outsiders view Kumasi Asante Kotoko. In other places, seasoned experts are entrusted with this responsibility, but in our context, we treat with less seriousness. Safuruku must grow into his role. It's not always necessary for him to respond to every rumor. Didi and Abu so ashamed. Yes.
Me.
Yeah.
This is with the wow office job. But you know at the minute I drink a can say. Carl Walker free Man City meeting will be seen them in BBC. But on Kanta a baby bear 10 years of a grant interview no about discuss.
Yeah.
Carlo Ancelotti no be any season no be free Real Madrid. But look at how they handle it. And there are certain things me yard say you may be an or also responding. Issues concerning coach your beba and you coach your mom so yourself to call immediately be our can I say or not or can I say. But when you are into public position be or you scrutinize it or cast an name be or but you see a beer coach Karim Zito bede a bet to us a beer. And Osaka so mo beko for expatriate coach. But you know me say the concentration of the team should be the matches. It shouldn't be the coach who is coming. It's the concern comparatively how I actually handle omo de no. Kevin De Bruyne de no. Omo the crater babontin everything na branch and say he's moving on after all these years. Me say koda offer expatriate coach aboni bi ani. Me am for that. Some benya a German trainer. Nimeduma. Or mubetimi afford for the Confederation Cup.
Why Germany?
Because German coaches on my back gan kotokoni na omo esele eno ye number 1. Team na kwaduro omo hi obi obesheki omo. Boys ni ya kwaduro mirika kro mu ntubi. They need a machine. Someone who will shake them. An example of German coaches on back.
Boys ni ya kwaduro.
Yes. Omo ntubrika. Meden do buy oyade and obi aboni din meboa Zundik buy oyade and obi aboni din and Hans it as mate into 3 foreign coaches or mobile kotokon no ball Africa Cup finals and did you know German coaches in a dear so
Talent to zoom over
I take it.
Okay, all right.
All right. You know, these are the examples of the 3 German coaches. Oma back kotokon mutimi ball me no ball. The Happiness Cup final and the Confederation Cup final. After that, second on global final be a bill. Into for me and for it. And I'm saying that over the athleticism, the energy level of the Kotoko team, and they need someone who will shake them. Into on that score.
Who's the Kotoko players in your quadro?
Sorry, they don't run. Neither can
No. The first was ranges or no yarding.
Minka sa on okay. You know, maybe quite the me he will be arguing ya on me yet. The mima who na make it is a woman with something different and out.
Dear no one do for some.
And I'm saying they don't run.
Sir.
They don't run game no more bar. Who say omu tubrika, who say omu pressure, who say omu energy level not dropping.
No wonder Karim Zito first press what did kind or say omo energy level no form papa. So that Karim Zito kind. That's got energy level no. Boys no form papa.
They need a machine who will shake them. And I feel the German will be the perfect.
I see.
Yeah.
And we know omunya friend say Sakwaba type of Yinibia. Omuntimi emphasize but this is a German. Yes. You're very good.
Omunya physical trainer. You're very good and no problem. I'm looking beyond physical trainer, Ghana Premier League, and I'm going out there so far as the Confederation Cup is concerned because they do. Kotoko do the finals of the FA Cup idea. Meaning say they are, even if they fail to win it, I don't think sitting now I can't want to be Confederation.
Okay.
So Kotoko obviously go out there. That is not to say a foreign coach in Kwane beating me about Kotoko outside. That is not what I'm saying. But my suggest pair what I've observed, attitude of players for a local coach and a foreign coach who said the mindset is clearly different. And I'm saying that pair what I've observed. So could Karim to buy now normally team the man is solid. But for him to accept an entry position, now be occupy a technical role, it implies that they are looking elsewhere so far as his position here concerned. And per what I've observed, I feel a German trainer would do. Menka England, Menka Spain, Menka Portugal, Menka Brazil, a German trainer would do.
Okay, yebo modern say to me enya kotora enka mani baji enra na issue bi ha senka oyi ano de mayen. Enti Tony bomodin enra na oye meeting bi on a third division clubs no a meeting. Enti munyana na obeyi sa asem no ano amaye tidbit. But also I agree with Andy, it's all about money, but proper planning too. Okay, can help. Because Barcelona don't have money. But it's proper planning that's taking them where they are now. Nana Safo, Accra, Westland, and anyway, Abba.
The amount of money Barcelona Triama Frankie Dion in a week. It's over 400,000 euros a week. In as much as comparatively certain teams always catch up, no, but still I investing in there. Lewandowski music or margin now to Niska get all. Okay. Still I iska.
Okay. It is a crass as a muniska, so muniska. They spend, papa. Okay. Is your best referee truly the best referee? Master, we don't have any best referee in this country. Among the equals, there should be a leader. That's all. And if you need to way your cover, is it true? Say you need best referee Ghana. Why is he saying that?
And then if you Ghana Premier League communication director and I'll cut out with said you Adeba also be at your say from Pierluigi Collina, Nicola Rozzoli, Marcus Beck, Nesta Pitana, and this freaks. Baba BC Matula Horse, any Clement Pen, any Felix Suez, and Advan Kovacamono. Referee be a mistake. And then Danilo Sato Nekoye mistake with Argentina and Croatia World Cup in 2022. Referee be a mistake. In 2018 World Cup final, a whole World Cup final. Nesta Pitana Koye mistake. It is a joke. Be a mistake. So be a mistake back one arm, you know. And Fanny Kerry and Nina Mafem. Tesema, onye mistake da. Papa Gazama, onye mistake da. Into the fact that a beer than a lie, I 1 or 2 games. Na say Afonso Atiepa. You know, American asem say unimdi. Me call you to connect true democratic by. Some make us players na crash NF. It was them kopon born before come puku babeshe. But it doesn't mean say mistake back or here into the career ni na diegu onya de wasa. No, for that 1 year. I disagree with my brother.
Alright, yeah, come back na fe yabehwe league matches no ho and other local tidbits and so high. E be so grand cra kopim se dumienu bebo na ye be pega yemu. Andy is right. Our boys don't run fast enough. That was why I kept hammering on our recovery rates when we go into attack. But Zito is working on it, so I'm positive. See, Jumura and the way and so Breye. Yakoba Nida kon and so atransi. Onyaba Krumha never be a adro ID. Let us say.
By me, yes. Wednesday,
then I'll go out the assembly. Miss Oba, I never be a didn't say. So be it with you, Lomaka. And
you know,
over now over to Kalawa, over to Ike. Over to Ike Dogo, Doctor, Ave Kala. That may cast a baby idea also.
You caught a last week.
You
caught a last week. You forgive 2 guys. You say, only say you no squad on me. Person me remove you.
Squad bear. Baku kra. Okay. Yeah, koba. Na kombolo suka sa squad no. Kombolo. On ya kotonum so omo area. Or the tools na or the nyina kudi baby.
Ana baba.
No, from my back. Was the tools nyina kugu baby. E also a deadly. Komulo any akoto. Omo so omo baby. Hey, about for a review pro how. Ode yakwaba. Match Kesseba ko ebekoso dreams any Kumasi Asante Kotoko Baba Yara Stadium. Eno entina ni dakon enso ewa. Ni says a league na se mo je man no. Omo mo jeje.
David.
Sir.
League way.
Munjim.
It's about 34th week away.
I see.
League way, David.
But deep within you wouldn't say league way dear.
No.
Me
crowd the African menya hope no. Say bet me a league.
Oh, Kadia share supporters num cry can I say?
Said you. Me say menya hope be. Say league way bet me a
league way.
I'm telling you.
Young comrade actually. All right.
You bet me a quaternary for
D5. Yes, D5. Naka. Edwako D5 na for us yare for no ana mo mo cry say. Uso mo cry. All right, me call Gentleman Dental Clinic. Na many omo akodi enkomo kakra me ba. Na fi ya ba beto so de amamo. Kessben Television, Kessben 93.3, Kessben 92.9 Accra, na fi DSTV channel 364, Go TV channel 121. I beg all Kumasi Asante Kotoko fans that we should go to the stadium to beat Dreams FC and keep our dream of winning the double alive. Indeed, all is not lost, and I'm optimistic that the players can make it. Fabulous. are still Ghana's finest. Regards to all media patriots in Ashanti. Shiftman, Edwin Free Atonsu and Abreye. Albert Sian Ajiman, Ekasama for Edima Gentleman Dental Clinic. Alberto, good morning at the same.
Good morning, sir. You me pacho me hoye pa.
All right. SEO, Boy, come on, cry. Na ehun here pa.
All right. Yo, ye chia Ghana for nyina Gentleman Dental Clinic. And then so yasai abamu nchen ebiom. Na ene yebesua de. Enti say uben TV no, oti radio ho, oti kemu wo office wo fie wo adwuma ba bibia wo bia Gentleman Dental Clinic oral education and na ye ba be because ebia ye ka say current WHO world record say about 3.2 billion people worldwide and ye nipo mo ye affected ewo ese ho enkwala nko ye 514 million enti de bia no ye gusu a ye education ye nim say by the close of the year no na figures no na eso ate enti Gentleman Dental Clinic ye dwumadi ne say nipa bia wo Ghana ha oman mu ha osena egu onu mu maako no ye dwumadi ne say ye bebo esen no ho ban na ye nkyerɛkyerɛ a ebetumi aboa ma wose no akɔ nanim atumi awesa adidi enya pomuden ama aye fita na o confidence no etumi aba wotuma smile na udu mpani fie so 80 90 years kra na ese no da so egu anu mu kama a problem bia emfa emre wo ye branches no apete wo Ghana ha nyina enti ba bia eben wo no ubetumi akọ na etumi aboa wo se obi so etie me obi ehwe me what start procedure e wo Gentleman Dental Clinic any of our branches bia se ayiye bi ana se bibi na edu watu kwan kọ different region ana ba bi fofora wo de kọ yen clinic na ewo ho no procedure na what start wo ha no ubetumi akọ so ewo ho kama payment plan no so yeguso a ye ka ho asem se yenim se ensuo to enfomo odin nti yen CEO Mr. Eric Fempon de bia o stress on say wo de momma omun akwanya no muntumi tua sika no enkakra ye adwuma from anopa 8 o'clock at the kopum enumere 6 o'clock from Monday at the kopum Saturday nti Gentleman Dental Clinic and I'm say ye work qualified doctors ne nurses nti no matter said you see no problem with you bia wo de ba ye betumi aso ano de bia ye kra ka say entena ho ma problem no ensi ansa because ye ka proper oral hygiene and say wo betumi visit with dentist often and I say when to me kra 2 times in a year wo betumi akọ dentist na ye examine wanum enhwe say problem bi ewo enumu a because ene pain na obi ekomu no say yetumi hunu ntem eso ano a enkenenka ne se no ankodu ba bia edu no ebi a enuro bi a wonom ana say e bia practice bi a bad practice bi a wo ye eating habit bi smoking habit bi alcohol bi a wonom ebi a wonya information ntem a say ebetumi anya nsunsuaso wo se ne so a enkeno so etumi bua menenka wo se no egu anum a confident no utumi edikasa ye feeling ewo ho say composite filling amalgam filling ye GI filling ye sophisticated ceramic filling ni nyina ye say entokro ababededa esinimu a de bia meka say cavities entokro ebededa osinimu a there's no medicine bibia ni ho a wobetumi aye ofie ana wobetumi aye obabi say utisi ntokro no edro bia ni ho saa eno de say esi a agi say ukohu dentist bra Gentleman Dental Clinic ye wokumase Bantama Abepo Junction total filling station ho na yemfa procedure mu na entumi emwa wo ye tooth replacement wo ho say ese no atu na opese ye nhema wa ye betumi ahye ese no kama obi won ma ne se ba ko pe na atu but of say ase o fa ne se e gire bi na da ne simu say bia oversight to say negligence bomodia ne bra Gentleman Dental Clinic san say ba ko na atu no demo na udi ADD apani lower no ebia wo key role a play o se e wo se enya opposing teeth no oni ni shia top ne down na omutumi kesi so na eye adwuma no breaki se eye machine na ye de eya ba kutu ye de ye be replace no enti demo na udi ose no ewe na udi yesa no afi na pressure echo back no so no with time bo se no so aye mobile na etu obi a ne se etu bi anim se ba ku na start ye na afi die nkakra ni nyina etutu Oba Gentleman Dental Clinic yen yede ufa procedure no mu no na yede oral education no e kan ho na bibia efa ese hu bia se braces ɛse no na anhyehyɛ yi ebia me se ɛse no yɛka sɛ prae wo uka bomu a enipa bia ne se baako si ha a enka mbomu no woyɛ den udu 50 si no kɔ na bom sɛ wo se no na astate na ɛyɛ mmerɛ ɛwɔ sɛ wo ba no yɛhyɛ braces no yɛka ɛse no bom na etumi nya hoɔden na etumi awesa aduane na pressure no bo ɔkora ne se na align ye the dental formula na arrangement no anko yie bra na ya align ne kama na entimi nsesa so se eye overjet ebu okra ye mofra no abofra no nyini no ne se no wa detect se me be de oya ne sinsi koi overjet obenyini no na nkwala na to ne din se bo glass eti wo ko school na teacher ni kura bisa na sema ontumi express ne ho tambia na akwala no confidence e wo fom waye no phone ontumi kasa wo nipam all because of ne se no over judgment dental clinic ye be hye e di amount na ama esenetimi esie ni pepepepepe numbers no e display wo screen so bomodia na efa numbers no na frame na yentwetwe nkomo afi so ebi a wote kam na wotie mi last week obi frame so na metie program no e wo Kessben na metie kam number no e boa me pa fa number no ye 055 913 95 82 ana 0549 906 588 yes ti simaka krabi ena ye pese ye educate omanfo minimum nsene wo but ekwan a ye be fa so a ye be ma yonum akomuden no afa ne ntuma pefra ye ka pulpitis ho asem ye ka pulpitis a ye pese ye kire ne say ese no illustration no a me ye ne say kosua ya no a ye wo shell no e wo ho ena ye wo naduane no ena ye wo yoke no e hye mfimfin enti sa na ese no etie ese eye 3 layers enti de edwira ho fita no ye fre no enamel de etoaso no eye dentin ena the middle one the central portion of the teeth no eye pulp no eno ena na ye ka ho asem na ene nipa bebre because hwe cases this time back clinic na report aye nya nche say pulpitis no kosoro pa na eye ebia nim na ye nim ena akofa sa problem no edi aba ena bi susu ho a eye certain medications bi na pulp no ehye esinim eye very sensitive to pain very sensitive to pain enti say obi etie me obi ehwe me say oti pain e woni simu a eye pulp na ehye osini finfin no ema ese no eye living organism no contain tissues any blood cells ena ewo esini mu ena nerves no ete say wires no carry blood ne oxygen ese no wo finfin ti enuane a yedi metaiti obi se mewi kase dompe o kase nya so me de calcium na wo pe no se udi sa enuane no na ko ni padua ni mu a eye pulp no ena nerves no fasa enuane nuro no minerals no de supply the coma pulp no na ma pulp no tumi aye living organism anything a pulp anase ese no bibi to ese no say eye sensitive to in a sense no say be a heat anase ade a eye cold ni na etumi enya nsunsuanso bibi to ese na ese tumi responde eye pulp no na ema eye sa na cavities eye ade ba ko a eno na e breaki enamel no ete se kosua no ne shell na ewo ho no but nyankopon nim die mu no oma enamel no ye very hard dinchi any part be ewo nipadua me including bones enti na ede bia me ka se enamel no etumi e breaki dompe se wo de wo sen ewe no but edwira ho kakra bi na e cover ho se de be ya ne din nti e be serve as a shield e dia protective dentin no any pulp no san se ensese bibia eto sa ne ma mienu we anase else cavities ntokro beda osinimu na ye hu se dentin no etete ho eba ne sa no a eye severe issue bra gingimed dental clinic na ye nye ho adwuma emfama ho se eba ne sa na eye acid na oral bacteria e release enti acid no enetumi breaki ema ntokro no etumi penetrate enamel no se enye lactic acid na oral bacteria friend streptococcus mutant ni e release a there is nothing anase ebu oso a eye dompe anase be a hard object obu okra okotena sport onum bibi kakra na obo se cork no se tase odididi agro ye mo frey of a hard object bi obi treat ne say as tools enti eba ne sa no a eno so crack ne so tumi breaki enamel no na atiesi dentin ni mu etisi dentin ni mu a esunsuanso a wunya ne say unya teeth sensitivity o se fmfm o enti se ene utie me onum nsuo utumi nya sharp pain bi na wo okro onum nsuo on brush ye ote ho a otumi nya continuous sensitivity ni se ne fmfm no ebetumi to aso as minimum of 15 seconds na ne se ne da so fmfm no oye ne ho hwe a enye yi ɛbɔ nka yɛ sɛ dentin no problem abam but ɛstate wɔ cavities no ɛna edidi mu nkakra ɔmpɛ akyire akwan ba oba yanka yɛbɛyɛ composite filling ne yɛ dia filling ne yɛ tua tokuro no sɛ deɛ obi wɔ ho atu na yɛde cement foforɔ tua hɔ no na ana hole bi abɛda baabi ni saa pɛpɛpɛ ne yɛ na atumi a protect dentin no ne pulp no sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a biribia ntumi nto no na mpremebre no obi hɔ a ɔda anadwo a ɔmo severe pain sɛ wɔ cavities severe pain no na ekodu pulp no ma anadwo no otu sɛ pain no ɛyɛ ne ya saa nkrɔfo no na anɔpapa obɛba no yɛafrɛ sɛ yɛwɔ clinic n'akyi yɛtwɛn mu mobɛba time bɛyi ibu a 6 o'clock ne bi mo abɛlande adentia ne se no atutu no saa ma ade akye deɛ nti a edu anadwo a pains no ɛyɛ excruciating pa no is because edu anadwo ne nipa da body no yɛ relaxed body no relax saa no a na ama akoma no bɔ na ɛpɔmpe eti akoma no ɛpɔmpe no blood no ni nerves ni ntini ni nyina mogya no ɛnenamu ɛne nti ɛte sɛ wabie pipe na mogya no nsuo no nam water hose no mu no sɛ deɛ wode kɔhoro o car no enti saa na akoma no so ɛbɔ no mogya no ɛnamu enti ɛba ne saa no a ɛse na etuatua ogya bɔ no mu no o gam na adwira ho no gam no respond to pressure na ɛba so no so na ama wo se no na ɛfemfem wo wei etimi ekum nipa etimi ema wo feel feverish all the time abofra no eti ho na ne maami ebo no nsuo Ghanaian dental clinic say emo abofra no nsuo fa ne bre na Saturday na ye examine na ye hwa de kura ekofa sa pain no e de ba enti ye numbers a obetumi afre si so 055 913 95 82 055 913 95 82 and 0549 906 588 0549 906 588 yo Accra Nungwa main lorry station ho yo Dome Kwabenya Atomic Down roundabout your branch ni bi ho Techiman yo Magazine Road Oko Takrade Ghanaian yo Banchase Tadisco Down eho ene yo Koforidia ye ni Central Police Station no na ebo ho Oko Aflawo a yo Aflawo High Street ne so ye ni Eco Bank ene wo the same building na Tamale eye Tushigu ye ni post office no na ehwe ne mu Kumasi ye Bantama Abripo Junction enkomo we Sergio ye beto aso next week eti bomodi ane frɛ Ghanaian dental clinic ye dem wase pa
Yensu ye damasi papa mon friend numbers so na mo Ghanaian for any enkomo na omo ebeboa oye papa esen eho ehia da bia ka kire wanu monyam no efadodo no ano ejina osen eso aye kama dwom kasa ne ade nyina no uni problem kra senso problem wo ho a ubi wa no wasre kra ana ha dwen misremo monko na Ghanaian for omo emwa. All right, yemra ne memeto so your other stories are ye pese ehwemu kakra bedi kan ka se enche ni Kotoro Regional Football Association penimpa oda ma no ebedi nkomo kakra na fi ye the league matches no enso ato so Steven enso ewa ha ode ebefem kakra na ene ya hebe bia ode yen ebeko na ni usi o bibia ni umu a memforce no bibi mfiri umu ma
Bibiani de
yes bibiani se GD awo se Kotoko wetuma baba league de na ma unya sa GD no
Sergio league table no or there's a league table no on fan so what league table okay
yes de na open free
so was me can the
Gold Stars ababa league park no so mo nya 3 points yes intino only in Shatra, I'm about leading. First Nations the leading with 54. Now Bibiani Gold Stars 53. But 3 points never can one more at jump 56. I'm Bibiani about 50 Nations like well 54. Heart of Lions and so I was 53. Now Kotoko 51.
Okay, into any Gold Stars no how many points?
Only Gold Stars.
Yes. 5.
Gold Stars and the Kotoko say
5
about 5 points.
Good.
Yeah, that
or try your winner a better reduce to 2.
Okay.
Next week, any Gold Stars or BBN. So, what should say going to win the league, you know? Ochina, any 3 points. A better reduce it from 5 to 2. Next week, Kotoko Gold Stars or BBN.
Okay. Nations and so 54 or Kosha also 57.
Nti enyina yenhye na yenko. So what you say? Enyina yenhye na yenko. Nti ende enim say until say bebo the last game against Vision e wa Accra e be wie no. League no nye over.
Wow.
Debbie. Enye over Accra. I mean, we can still win the league.
Wow.
Yes, we can still win the league. Nti odie obi an win it. Idea yen kanhwe yo. Obi an win it. Yen so yen win it. Na say obi a win na yen so yen win a. 2 points na aka no ebeka. Ye be komu next week Sunday no. Na ebe kire.
Joe, tell me not to be overconfident. It's also likely that they can lose both trophies.
And other teams can also do same as well.
Kwame is sesejana or the free hohoi and brain.
Like I just said, other teams in Uso, I know more. It's also likely
some
and
I'm
so make country and say
trophies much more lose.
Yeah, possible to say one more then one some lose so much is in here.
Trophyless.
And
I say possible. Yeah. It's overconfident.
So I thank God say there's possibility in everything. Oh, no one can believe it.
All right.
Say possible and I'm a boy. Into the yambo. So China by 5 p.m. no. The me ya do more. Your go stars no. Ebe reduce it from 5 to 2.
Okay.
Next week in the go stars will be any. To the yambo will be
winning match. Everybody na behwe league matches no and so ni emu nsɛmpi ba Kumasi Asante Kotoko any Dreams FC no krato kakra ɛwɔ hɔ yɛbɛtie na fi atwa ye local stories no so Kessben television Kessben 3.3 Alhaji Mama and Ediwe and so I agree with Anefi Papa. Okay, most of the mistakes committed by our referees are intentional mistakes. Unlike elsewhere, where you see genuine mistakes. In Ghana, referees exercise disciplinary powers capriciously, arbitrarily, and whimsically. Among the West, there must be the best. Alhaji Mama Sali Adediwe and so Ebae. I didn't know Kasa. Andy, and I don't want to say to him. Say referees no, mistakes no, and genuine mistakes.
About 99% of all money man.
Oh, how can you say that?
Oh, you know now where they say ya video or person ya head and pay videos near fantastic and Tony
to handle match and now 1 or 2 mistakes. Eba was Ghana referee was said.
Ya head a kucha obi na ho one yan why a mistake. Ya head a chow build na wa. And you would you chow build na wa and no mistake. Said you. Ye chobi, yet me so be as soon na wow say I no mistake. Tell you.
I see.
Any mistake.
Wow.
Any mistake. And until on your content na jo mu watching no. And until na players ni confidence o mu, coaches ni confidence o mu, administration ni confidence o mu, supporters ni confidence o. Referee for na ankasa ni confidence o mu referee for ni mu. Me ba ade no aka.
Me dem ni so na wo take
eya referee for na semba eya hwe course ye ba wa tire ofu yi se bu to mo asemba ofu yi se bu yetimi bo referee bi di so okwa kodi match na team na de nza guniti ene die mawu
confidence nim
ba kokura say all the sectors are almost follow football no you know I'm trusted referees e we kroma
I see
it is an microphone trusted referees a ho am na nkoji wo muni empenifo na omo yi referee say need akukodi Tony Kodi and Kodi they don't trust them.
Okay, and the na massa mistakes no eba Alhaji Mama Sali asma okay we club official o no akasa edema wanchi young apostles enti wo bakasa ye referees no mistakes no wan wi na akofre o. All right, inti yemfa entia na yenko RFA se da bidi kai no na yenkodi nkomo kakra opening pa owo Asante FA ho Kotoro yene yenkodi nkomo kakra na yentoa so. Hello Kotoro, good morning.
Good morning, Sir Joe.
Acho na say
Nyanko pandom me hoye na mjiri sa musumo hoye.
Ko pandom musumo hoye pa.
All
right. And some got crabby na a PA and can run a pese yɛnyi adwen kyerɛ kakra wɔ ho ba too bad now so ne third division for no ɛyɛ meeting yɛntimi anya ho issue bi ɛba ha ɛkyerɛ sɛ RFA Mr. Tony na on top of that story remember ɔno ankasa abusa na afei adekorɔ a na saa de no ɛbaeɛ no watumi akyerɛkyerɛ mu kakra Tony RFA boss ɛwɔ line so
medase pii Kotoro Enra ewo Friday me production dwumadie so no yeah dedicate my viewers and your listeners so waiting the question about and questions ni be a buy and it's how different and issue we say so atomari draw from the Ghana Premier League GFA awarded points my clubs are no more na ye zone with division 2 ye time amount so my draw man instead would that take points in TPC how different are we near what are my chairman
Yo, me that's be brave. Say you me chairman na. I know I'm a throw after the Mushuru crowd, but
oh sir.
Yeah.
Oh, too bad. Okay.
And me tie the obi so anu tie ka kire me no. Obviously, it's issue no prepare so me achika sai.
Okay.
And no me the documents on the case in no man. There was a petition, there was a response, there was a protest, and there was a withdrawal. Until the final year withdrawal from Jachi United, before the protest was even called, na ama sa case am proceed. Until said Ubia or say when you are not happy with any decision, you have the right to contest it. Now the eba no say division 2 zones 99999 in parents both 4 matches na ba kwa buy. Now there's this zone no board on pass that zone 6. Mansuman no more was zone no 4 matches. Their 4th match on a crano jaibo ma semno disciplinary committee. Now they were deducted 3 points. Now based on that abandoned league, what I mean is informu obia officially say jaibo. Media assembly disciplinary committee. And based on what a disciplinary committee the bigina so aka tibia withdraw officially in tibia apply this rule or that rule. Yamananso ye bomansumana said ye beya kombe whereby that article can be triggered, but to no avail. Obviously, the issue is zone no not just a we qua back so on mansumara boss so maso when ye minimum discuss. And the league was very early at that stage, and it was very difficult to pray. And so he decided say even crown no second round no ekoye 8 because they say back we jaibo into ekoye 8 and you move to 4 matches a week, of which will be at that time the first round near just 5 weeks Ubi complaining. Second round 8 club fixtures Ubi complaining. And ye buwie. Now a car last match for the unit to go the season to end zone omunya 2 weeks break near the honor your last MTN FA Cup qualifiers and yenina bibia so we ama. Now I want this to come out clearly. Say 2 teams are no more contesting was zone, notably Pro Sports and Jachi United. Omunyina me between manzo. Pro Sports they could do national security division 2 match. And Jachi so after Pro Sports they almost so more a call finally they could see Enti ye ball league ni na wie Ansa no mudi petition say we should have applied in Suatremines whereby the points in become. But in Suatremines also no many America DC no withdrawal letter. That is the first thing I want us to understand. And say no kase or more withdraw na chiri ombeba. What happens then? But no matter what, no matter the situation, you can still protest the law if you are not satisfied with any decision that comes out. And this is what they did. And after the petition, no, and one year protest. 1 year protest and later, better draw protest. No. Until Busaya, me go very deep into this case. Andy can say me have been listening to you. So they say match, league matches I have from the lower divisions and Kwekano. Ubiado doesn't want to get promoted. And you know, I have yes, sorry to say, but I think seriously we have to take a real look at our system because you will see a time there. A few clubs in the beat me, I hear well and so on beat Makobo. And those few clubs are not getting the opportunity to even go. All because people are circumventing here and there. And really, some say we we have obligation set a division for so mobile no to promotion. Yes, if we are crying, I'm in Shadako and Coffers. And to Bisaya, they almost pursue to the very last. But winners compared to structure mind fire rangers, and if in a choice or married draw, they wrote to the FA, and the FA gave the letter to the prosecutor, and he acted on it as such. And I just want to give you a brief view on that. Yeah.
Chama, that's a powerful sign, Chimuno. Next season, your mom say BBC, but similar incident this year said I must apply decision we I'm take here no. CBC Bima, Mobessa handle to say Bimana.
Yeah, I was saying, say there be a make comparison, ma. You make a comparison no straight away. Sa withdrawal, when you talk of withdrawal in the football cycles now, it is say any pan akacho so mubium. But have you also thought of it? Whereby say any pakrono go unceremoniously, what happens? So it means rules must be amended to that effect. Knowing perfectly well, say lower divisions, and say you well structured elite, let me put it that way. And Tihono, and I was saying, it's me catching penny for no more be found. In order say you beat me and you smooth running of a leg. Yeah.
The chairman who did pass the best decision and I'm taking.
Oh, sir, I wouldn't say, sir, a best decision or not the best decision. And until as a decision will be able to take, you have the right to contest. Yes, and when you contest that, there was a call to the very last length. Yes. And Mami Sanke di Munchro say we in the course of the leg, and this issue we up and I think say it could have been handled otherwise done. So waiting till the whole season is over before bringing an issue which cropped up in the first round. So I wouldn't say it's a good and a bad because nobody did anything wrong. Yes. I cannot even zone 6 in the whole division 2 clubs. Those who are willing to come out and will tell you say, well, all that went on, no, nothing was hidden in secrecy. Yes.
Chairman, that's a part. Now, all cast a class be withdraw more protest. What are my men were doing for years? Now, is it true, say, who you saw office, the influence, clubs no sell or more and withdraw or more protest? Is it true? Because, course, clubs need be can say, oh no, more Kasai, we chile, mamma found call when you say, is it true?
Tony, I'm saying it's here, and it's something I will never ever do. On said be only interview I catch you me busa me chairman yes na mo pese we co first division here. This year busa me. E dey hu no stadium mo. Enti eno betima say chairman ko turu ka ho. Sa dey o ka no me bi da na me bi so da. Because we be neighbor so be a year protest after a decision that came out 3 months ago. No deem it fit enough so ko protester. Should I convince the person say withdraw the protest? How? I don't delve into such things. The right thing must always prevail. Ubia on the right, and I want to state here blatantly. 7 years I didn't be that. I mean, so that. Yeah.
Chairman, you did trust for yet as a powerful time. No. Previously, clubs that qualified from your zone, equal Division 1, it was Zone 2. No. Ubia my exceptional performance. New Dubia say Asuka Deportivo, Park Academy, as a camp. But recently, among qualifying Galaxy Ton last year, this sense of finance no SMP or Daruma, a source of worry mawana.
A source of worry man be bridge. I say, Meno Mecca way, me patches Mecca. You will see a time in that office. Because any Munyama office in the Binyani say, Team BB free wako, no kwako yadi. Na se ba na obi obeko no twetwe ho a and the so many examples obi are entitled to his opinion and I wouldn't begrudge him what you say but media say me organizing na kadi obi timi akono will go and make the region prouder ye no na nkede yen kebe me de omo asa zone 624 no that's Jachi United ni Pro Sports nyina no if they had that opportunity to go out I'm sure they would have played what you say Ebony is not bad but as to say he's willing to go that length you know another thing but I'm hoping and praying say be ade yen obi timi abon ye and munya obinya no na obi ntimi obi kono ntimi mo why should we be wasting our time on those things no more yeah and me happy I'm not happy with it at all yeah
okay chawan kotore but that's none of pay that's pa
say you miss me that must
all right obia ejoso RFA chairman Kotoro na ene no edi enkomo ene anopei obi bienomani so kakra ede amayenem se na eha amanfo pi se ompeso munya response free chairman Kotoro ntichiri mo di abaro no Andy menim ye monitor wana yes the chairman akano no
many chairman nya adwen
oh sir okay
you know emrani say na tie or say Article 13/5, where a club withdraws from the league after it has started, any match with that club is scheduled to play shall be considered or forfeited, and accordingly, 3 points and 3 goals shall be awarded in favor of the opposition club. Emranini, and can baby also be invalid Emra.
But so we draw all the letter official official all the sana
Emrana and can official letter baby.
Na the official league ni so no one fan command so officially withdraw beno so withdraw.
You know, and I'm say Emranini. Emrana say the bibe kan ho dia. E ni o baby so withdraw. Faletebra. Me say my withdraw and are they telling us per the speech Chamakotoro deliver and all kind of baby. Also I'm withdraw o man faletema. And is he not aware that they withdrew from the competition? He is. But his point was on one faletama.
You man no withdraw.
No, you know, as a pedio can on come baby as any news on my withdraw. One can't our. So Cassie news on my withdraw. I don't see another topic for discussion.
Okay.
But I say on my withdraw on one faletama. That is different from your news on my withdraw. Intimidating in an say, oh withdraw. Much be a cabiano. I was so the 3.3 goals and my team now on any more.
Okay.
In team Rado Modanen.
I see.
Emran Omodanen.
Omodanen was Shanti.
Omodanen was Shanti. And until I was say, going forward, I was said there should be amendments. Because the law should be in conformity with the OFE. It shouldn't be different.
Okay.
Until I was say going forward, I was say almost sunny because and the Ghana Premier League, no, the award Division 2 is different because the Division 1 and the Division 2, as he said, is well structured as compared to the Division 2. In Tibrane, there's a joke.
But the American is it. As officially, Utrobre RFino, so what would draw?
And I'm a CJ.
Now, I'm the 2 files. DC better so on transfer, need a letter now, the Abano. Now who's a nipa kobo match na one kasa who assume say a friend say we draw. No, it's not done anyway.
Sejo.
Yeah.
Me say ono no kasa no. Wan kasa ye nim so ma withdraw. Who create asem foforo?
Na asem foforo.
Okay.
Also no mun nim.
Also no mun nim.
Yes. So ma withdraw. So okay.
So on nim so ma withdraw. No mun nim.
Later. Oh, no munim.
No munim.
Okay.
No munim.
All right, but I say official. That one day, me man say official.
Okay, no problem.
Now, official.
No, my two different things.
No, apply mrano.
Sedo. And ya drain here today how.
Okay.
Where mrano here can. And Timran can baby say when you withdraw, present an official letter to show that you've withdrawn from the competition.
Okay.
Emrane say when you withdraw.
Monsan Freche man, mami. Na who's also a back. You know, yes.
Then the last word here is.
Told him Mr. Monsan Freche man, mami sisi na. Yene no ni o wansa na eba league matches no so. Yeah.
O de o Monsan
Freche. Saba Monsan Freche man. Mami say o wasim bi o person do wure man sana. Ya to
adwuma so. O mo adane mrado.
Okay.
Enu nti na chairman say ye ha no mo structure. Nti mrado bi o mo de pass ya. Enu no che say wade atum say mrado kra ba bi chiai. Okay, the moment on no be raise concern say the Premier League is structured the Division 1 strategy, but I say had the earlier strategy going for it. No, they should reconsider.
All right.
Did
Did any team play against the club that withdrew from the league? If no, then I agree with Chairman Kotoro's decision. Tactical Orlando Sidway Abre Yensesia. Or say it must be official. The GFA, RFA is a house of records. You can't just come on air to declare you've withdrawn from the league. To play in the league or to be part of the association, you go through documentations. We so every tactical Orlando Mumfre Chairman Kotoro Mamina Inri Nsabano and so MC Bibi Oha Chairman Pese Osain Emano Clara Ewaha. All right. Chairman Kotoro line so. Hello Chairman.
Yeah, Joe.
Yes, sir. I'm say Ote Andy Sudiana or the Eba. Minim say wo bibi kakra kafa.
Yeah, Joe. At times, yeah, na me penny say ka issue say no kebi aka me ameba.
Yeah.
Security say me wo ho Andy wo ho ka na wo some the response ba me de beba. But rather me be kan wie me ko no ka na say me hu say the ka no so no. Nya sa na me ka no a. I don't think say we should be going back and forth. Yes. Petition no me de sa 4 documents ni na be ma. The petition, the response, the protest and the withdrawal. All these 4 documents no yes. Inti hifan will be say me say omo withdraw. Ti o documents no ma. Omo withdrawal omo kire no me term no as abandonment. Because officially there was no notification. Say be there ya withdraw say na they all can say me say yeah amendi you know what I mean yes I may misconstrue me kan and say emra efimra no ya na mainly na soro ho e kire say Fire Rangers officially insu atreman officially lower leagues in the Division 2 no officially yamba enti basa e dia na was here and why should this be misconstrued? And I don't think say Marcus said e be I say you know and the documents in your phone in mano go through in now unya the real factor nya the say the America if it's a sema ka the elastic length or one drone I don't think say kechu na was said ka yetimi delve into and I say because an kone wi emra omo epiniswa come the leg no kenya dia ke bebo yes into me per se yes as will be boo in say man as will be here no there's been no wrongdoing anyway.
All right. And who was Sambia Busa chairman? And just also the need to be here. Who was
Sambia?
What I said concerning say laws no at the very top no any asio no omo amende no. What I meant no say esuru ho no e so clear and omo structures no e well obeyed any saying obi a wajabo watru. Now see how be ojabo wantro. Until you apply Article 13 or whatever of regulations are. What are we using officially to trigger? And lawyers lawyers no they ask for letter of withdrawal. And you catch them mama you catch them. CID Sajo me show so ni no. And you no busano or a lawyer whether he did that needful. I don't think so was an issue.
All right. Chairman, the best year that's for anti-chimo was not the abbreviation. Chairman Kotoro and yeti Ninkano. All right. Yeah, bet die on Habasisia Nafi Yatwazuni. Are they in our oh, I see you one. Young Queen. No, but who can we in there serious? We are there. Oh, yeah. Now, I was saying, I don't know anything. Young Queen. Who has become maybe I'll allow you.
But you know, the fact is,
all right. Maybe this year, Nafi Yatwaso de Mamu. Yemra, you're dying about.
African final ticket is booked.
Asante Kolokoze.
A
Mrena Sanso, see a ding, HSC League title. No, where a ding, and your Ghana Premier League with 31. Our here at the Babanyara Sports Stadium. Now, why not do the so budget beatings? Dreams FC, are you ready? It's Kumasi Asante Kotoko against Dreams FC. Where Sunday, May 18, 2025 at the Babanyara Sports Stadium. Kickoff at 3 p.m. Minimum 12 near Beer Gate. No 3 ne Janu Dem. Wait to Sunday at the Farm Kulem. A 20 Ghana cities for the popular stand, 30 Ghana cities for the center line, and a 70 Ghana cities for the VIP. Coach Abdul Karim Zito say, Yenye na yenye Yaguswe Pushi. Fabulous Ukuma Pimbeba. Fabulous Asante Kotoko. Fabulous. We never give up until Sunday. Yenina Yesia at the Babanyara Sports Stadium. Kumasi Asante Kotoko against Dreams FC. Still, Yaguswe League title. No. Fabulous. Allah. Emo
Okay, yentwaso. Yebeba na fia be discuss league matches no. Ni dako asi Kumasi Asante Kotoko ebeji league no. Onka FDN de minim osi league de omo ebetimi aji ana ombaji ana mbetimi aji. Okay. Okay.
Ntenye over.
All right. But I'm from nyame yadom ochina said ya time
3 p.m.
Okay.
3 p.m. now. Once say winning league now and the way in Niabre now, we can only do that. They say nyasa ochina 3 points, you know.
Yeah.
What you say? After night they call. They say reduce it from 5 to 2. Asana yako go stars.
Okay. All right. Me didn't go work me ba na fi aba betwa so many Dr. Mark Ajay new life homeopathic clinic penimpa odadwuma no ano onna wabaha na uraha na baby ataidi sire ni so bakru na ataidi no enya se bitwa kra doc akwaba.
Thank you minia
seboko
nyame adom
ide nyakopon asepa ide nyame ase. All right. Yenhwem kakra ende hi na ye call symptoms of high blood pressure. Wow.
Grandpa ni medase na menchia wahwefo ne etiefo nyina. Ye ka high blood pressure. Ye yade bia ni din ankasa yenim silent killer. If you say you multitude o monam street so mo pressure was so pa but o mu ho hwe o mo ho. And the pressure is very dangerous no. And sometimes only when you be nam, obete so when you heart attack, obete so when you stroke, obete so when you cardiac arrest, and some akese no. Ni nyina no, but aye ne ya dia o touch pa, hypertension.
Yeah.
Dia wonim na onfa na draw serious. Ani dia wonim na hye ne ho no, omo na ta draw pempenso etesa no.
Okay.
Enti ye na nyame ya dom. Yenya sign and symptoms here may be candidate you are blessed.
Sure.
Because be nam hodi on who sign bia no munahwe. So me say me kai pa US ye di car bi achi green and so pan ko yin ko. So I turn crop from nam so papa nam so we free because it's unusual. Enti ye see from kwa ampani T60 no so ko. Enti ye free ambulance by na just say wanya heart attack.
Serious.
Enti ya de bi etime fa nipa sudden. Enti na say ye boy ye ho ban. Na the kind of so na utita paiwa. You're very careful.
Okay.
Frequent headache. The amatipaye dia kodu boni bebre ni say ye painkiller e treat headache. But what's the dia refi tibesi e na se ya re bia ba ni tipaye nanam. Unya malaria utibe payo. Unya typhoid utibe payo. Pressure course utibe payo. Just ya re bia ba ni tipaye nanam.
All right.
Ndinka ye pay ade a wo hu a. Esa sa wo rush ko hu doctor nka headache. But I know so near Mbuno, paracetamol ne panadol na hunamani. It is a utita pile, na a corner bar. One day, no, it can cause trouble, a bit may lead to stroke. And the high blood pressure and the first symptoms are a headache, or more utita pile, especially mitifa affecting many. And one more tanya dizziness and isubri. Obi how na man nesu to me brino, one pe bibi mo answer, no kotiari. And also to me related to high blood pressure.
Okay.
And a bit more what we call palpitation of the heart. Ubon say na kuma di kim. Se bien wo studio obi akuma ebo ba yente.
Okay.
E ba ne say na wo de wote obi krase ne de to me bo na nya ne wonam.
Okay.
E che say wakuma na ebo bro so. ɛne ma yɛnya yadeɛ mogya borosoɔ no nti ɛba saa na de sɛ 1-2 ho na mo a de wasam bɛba ɛna ɛtumi ma wakoma yɛ kɛse no ana obi ɔn so nkɔdi nsɛmɔni bia but ɔna na yɛ mo ahye no bo no abobrim brim bɔ no ɛyɛ different from so obi prangel wa wote wɔ hwinsi yɛn so na wobɔ brim ɛno nso yɛtumi yɛ high blood pressure ana hu ni sɛ w'ani woyɛ obi anka yɛ clear wonhyɛ lens bia ba nansɛ deɛ wohwɛ adeɛ ana mienu ho ani a ɛno so bɛtumi aba sɛ wo pressure akɔsoro ana nipa no bi wɔ nso a ɛmunya difficult in breathing and a shortness of breath woyɛ obi anka first no yɛ very active but sɛ woyɛ bibi kakra bi a wobɛhome toe saa anaasɛ wohome no yɛ nketenkete wohome yɛ nsiso yie anaa home ntɛntɛm ɛno so pressure no tumi yɛ ana ɛtumi kɔse fatigue wonante ɛfo steps wei a waka obi ɔkorɔ nante koraa sɛ obi tu amerikasa no ɛnti wotaa brɛ ntɛntɛm saa ɛno so bɛtumi aba sɛ woanya high blood pressure ana ebie mu nso no so woyɛ obi a wontumi nna adeɛ kya nkurɔfoɔ ada no anadwo no wode w'ani gu so saa na adeɛ akye ɛnea woda no a wo phone ringi gudom asɛm aba wontumi nna bio kɔsi the next day ɛno so bɛtumi aba sɛ wo pressure no ayɛ dɛ akɔ soro ana ebie mu nso no woyɛ obi a sɛbe wo naase ɛtatae rɔfrɔf obi wɔ sɛ metena fa akɔkyɛ a me naase atatae mefo ka me naase atatae sɛ pressure no wɔ nsunsuan so wɔyɛ kidney so ɛdi sɛ ɛyɛ anya effect on it ana afei ama wo naanase no ɛpegyapegya nti wota hu saa symptoms no nso a is to be better sɛ wobɛyɛ move na watu anamo aba na quickly no yɛahwɛ sɛ yɛ blood pressure no bi na aba wo so anaa bibi foforɔ na ɛyɛ wa ana wohu tete no yɛwɔ school no bɔ nso obi wɔ ha do nsa ka ne hwene koraa ne mogya ɛba so saa de yɛ sɛ ɔpɔn hwene ɛno nso high blood pressure tumi yɛ obi wɔ kakra bi ne mogya free ne hwenem ɛba ɛno nso hypertension ɛtumi yɛ saa deɛ no ɛnti wohu sign wei bia wode nyame adom just run and come na yɛnyɛ check up on say pressure na yɛmboa because we mu na tension gyina otrim baby a otra nyɛ yɛ afi na ɛkɔda ne yare bɔne stroke nti BP no ne ho asɛm ne and then me the prostate adeɛ bi sɔ so sɛ bɛ yɛ mɛtackle mɛma ne so kakra
symptoms of prostate cancer
I say brapa ne ka adeɛ ha mɛma power asase so a hypertension and prostate cancer yɛ adeɛ we me no ntimi nyi mfiri mɛma ho ne titru pa yɛ prostate no na prostate no yɛnya 40 years and above and ɛsɛ sɛ yɛ adwen kɔ so more but sɛbio yɛnya 14 so obi nkyɛke ne prostate da yɛwɔ adeɛ bi yɛfrɛ ne PSA prostate specific antigen ɛno ne yɛde bɔ yɛn ho ban free prostate cancer ho because ɛyɛ reading ɛsɛ sɛ bɛma bia wɔ number o yɛyɛ studio obi a wɔ number ba mebusa yɛnim yɛ number because yɛnkyɛke yɛ ɛsɛ sɛ yɛnya below 4 and let us say when cancer be in yasem 0 to 4.0 it is all checking out 3.5 you are safe unya 1.2 you are safe but all checking out 6 7 you can say positive that is no no part you say it's like you so bit man your prostate there cancer na say symptoms na start here e best start say na adwo no bedwo so bebre obi o hawa da na adwo no obedwo so saa ma de ache obi time dwo so 7 times 10 times and adwo so no de no so no okwa ade so ochim so na eba de bia ne bi aka wonya what we call urine retention de bia odwo so a ne bi akachire na afi obema no emu hyehyew ana se emu ye oya sometimes to obi o a Johnson kana on free mpa no so kra no washroom no adwo so agu ne ho ontimi control urine no ana obi also asebio na ma odwo so a ne mu achecheche obi so call private na wochima na nso fita bi fi ne bema mu ba ana afi so ye bema na onya severe lower back pain wachiba osisi nim no itime wi wa fa osire do mpanimu a it could be say cancer na nya access to your bones ntina ma osire do mpanimu wi osa no ana afi so kɔ sabio uno oba hia na sperm na eba ne mogya wo mu a you very careful better say prostate cancer obi won so no oba hia wanya tenkan se ne ho sane enso sima bia nya dey empia bonten and so prostate cancer etimiye and obi won so a odwonson so na mogya dey ewo enti these are the pure symptoms we ye bema na hu bia memfa ni agro ye obi ma okra be na o ma yase ana every wo mo dwe ti sesebio ye nuanom ba obebu ni nsa enti ye bema na hu sa sign we dia now so what to recover new life from your party clinic na say prostate cancer or say high blood pressure de ho bia na ahwa ka ho asema ma na afi dem de beja akwan ye wona omo complaining me to ase twetweme de friend sciatica pain no de bia wo de to ase twetwem ye wo nipa ne bi ho da no amfa strong painkiller ena de na krontumi na to ho na hu se otudua na de tena se na ye wo ya e fa osere do mpanim na ba akotodwe o da wo na eno so beba new life ye nim treatment e bema wa painkillers no e to be dey e betwa na so o tena se a anije aba obrem bra pani ye wo Atasimanso ewo Kumasi here ya. When you do Atasimanso taxi rank wa busa drivers and they say may call new life from your party clinic. A walking distance on sound for car. And took with a car there less than a minute. Ubedruho Atasimanso taxi rank ewo Santas in Chenwa. And a crown so head office no dance suman runabout. Ya baby a frog King Solomon. Dance suman runabout King so now a new life from your party clinic I'll be here. Number bit me afre 0244 09 35 95 0244 09 35 95 and 020 33 35 439 020 33 39 439. Sorry, answer last number no 020 33 35 439 yes 020 33 35 439. This is the correct number. Okay. The area be how I dream. Wait me there be done new life homeopathic clinic near Shamo.
All right, Doc Ibedasi. Dr. Maka J, CEO, New Life Homeopathic Clinic. And there are symptoms of high blood pressure and of a prostate cancer. Mr. Monfre numbers no namani doctor inni enkomo na ombebwa mu ye papa homeopathic yaresade emse munyina munim se sisi no na dodo no ano omo ekokonya ayaresa enti doc you sign you atrasi that's a net. All right, yeah, also the amamo league matches sivo mema best madubi na fe wo kakra enso abraye ene Accra Lions omni aduana stars ena Asia nyame yado ochina Baseke Holy Stars omni Heart of Lions ena edibetai so Sematex omo ene Bechem United nyame yado ma ochina sa match ne so ebeba so na fe nsu atreman de names omo afrim enti Gold Stars really Gold Stars the guy aji almost 3 points dada train matches no because of weekend no be favor omo Asante Kotoko Dreams FC Bayera Stadium Brekum Chelsea and Hearts of Oak Brekum Vision FC between Young Apostles fie na fe Karela United omo atwen Mediema Tamale nyame yaduma Edwada and Legon cities omo any nations and so the betai so din. All right, Maminche way, Andy Derry the way by. Or say, what is Andy saying? On which grounds will the RFA stand to apply the necessary sanctions? On which grounds? Sir and Andy Derry, Obusa, Andy Derry ni Andy Kem. Tactical Orlando, and so the way assign by. Kessben can't sack Andy without giving him an official letter. If this matter wasn't settled, the second place team that could have been a beneficiary to this law will have protested. All right. Tactical Orlando and Dewey and so Ebre. Before some Steve Hono, Minini say need a compete me a train my answer. The name I mean Musa there with the Ebre game no
Sergio, what's a target this season is a mpese be controllers na nyamiadom
possible
that possibility need there percentage wise because 0.000
golden kicks I do bet my year no
the only thing on bet me kick home out there house of folk
okay
and o my no be here
all right
the we are supporters a percent afi at least Kotoko we need trophy no I think we are on course na me bomb pay for abaso na napping crown mo ayade akoto mo I mean coach akwesi apia mo ayade na say percent you fight for the league trophy in there ochina 3 points no hunya yen
okay
and once I carry 2 home matches ebebo this season you learn next home match after ochina no be against Mediema
okay
enti ochina no we are Asante Kotoko supporter you have no reason to be at home. Entina emide say menua Kwame Aje Sapon no money DJ Trap mo na tell say omo baba era sports stadium nyame adom ochina ehu hia entina yes supporters they say nyame adom ochina omomra na yentam rante na echi we be coach Karim Zito third league game obebo already about 2 winning against Aduana Stars and I any has scoreboard draw
Nti out of 6 points, wanya emu 4. Nyame adom ochina ebe the first game of the ball against the former club Dreams FC. Nti we say nyina yaka ye ho bom na ye beta wo machi. When management adwuma management aye dey say omoye. Technical team aye dey say omoye playing body omo they know say they have no reason to fight Nyame adom ochina. E was say omo deliver 3 points no. Nti say omo nyina ready na omo assure you say omo the 3 points be my India. O ye kotoko supporter. E was say babeka party no.
Okay.
Na yenya 3 points no. Yenya we are then we'll think about the next game. Now, who said you be kono. So more be mumbu. We are still in the race. League trophy no.
Yeah.
We are still in the race. 12 more points to fight for. And the BI possible. 12 more points to fight for.
Okay.
We are not giving up yet.
D4, D5 said an Andy kind with my could try I have for one.
You see possible.
Gold stars and the nations in the Asia Bruno. Some more could die on a moody job. Obiani Abreu.
Almost now and I better take you over.
Okay.
And I will take you over.
Yes.
So a possible say I better take you over.
Okay.
Okay.
Inti need a con and so I don't know. Inti Nyambo match in the time, baby.
3 p.m.
3 p.m. Now, rate
the normal rates now, 20 cities, 30 or more, 50 and 70 cities now.
All right.
Yeah, increase here.
Okay.
When supporters on there, and we say, Omo dear, I feel my brepa.
Okay.
Be able to be on dear tree. Until I say maintain your gate fees, no, say, be a baby, a better match, no.
Africa, dear, a must, a second.
They were an African near Breno. Now, last week Sunday, now and break just here, but now go my and up pay with VIP, Wabby Gina, my country and James and Nanya, which are going back. Of South Africa. Now,
of South Africa. Africa is a protocol. I was saying Africa. Now, we was a man yesterday. What me,
once who sign man baby I mean friends say na near FC no match say baby are possible it way there you need that papa say go you need go drink it you need that papa.
All right. Yeah, but see na fi league matches e be sima be mienu na miensa bi be hwem na afi Marco Steven Homerman be 10 minutes na hwe the Steven enso betimi de abreye na mamen kan Kofi eso ase Toronto, Canada. Ignorance of the law is no excuse. The law is also no respecter of persons. Okay, so to me, Andy is right. The Kofidi Abba, no. Na Andy Derry means I kind message in the what is Andy saying? On which grounds will the RFA stand to apply the necessary sanctions? And the Derry MC, Match Commissioner, and so the Abba, Tactical Orlando, or say Kessben can sack Andy without giving him an official letter. If the matter wasn't settled, the second place team that could have been a beneficiary to this law would have protested. Tactical Orlando, so they do
opinion. What kind of Franco narrow?
Narrow, and so the B3 UK Abreye. Mention it quickly. Even if the guys didn't write, and didn't say it and failed to turn up on match day, it is still for feature. Okay, the opponent must be awarded 3 points, 3.3 goals as pertains in the PL and
Premier League.
Premier League and Division 1 League. Yeah.
And the Mpenifui can run whole opinion, but the first is that withdraw it ends there.
Oh, okay. Yemra CCI Nafi, ye die who can crabby that a KD. Oh. Nafi Minko, too bad. Maintain ka crabby. Just a minute. Oh, okay. Maminko Steven Ho na na homra sisi popon onfa o NCAA. Happy birthday, Nkoma Vivian Amwajiman of Praise Baptist Church at Tonsu S Line. New site we free abusuafo ene o namfufo enyina Vivian Amo Ajiman, Praise Baptist Church Atonsu S-Line new site. You also happy birthday busuafo ni namfo say omo esre nkwa ne ahode ni sika edema. Enjoy. Happy birthday. All right. Steve-O, Bremwe, na besima edu ana less than that to cry. And Breno amwaye. Na me hwe baby obetumi akọ quickly. Steve-O.
Boss, masom ewo fidiem ha. Emre ni ho man enti yemu boss nkakra emfa ema ye tiefo their quest to win a double this season no. Ade se Kumasi Asante Kotoko ani abre se obetimi agi nkru ani mienu the FA Cup and the League Cup no. Na nyoma enso etimi akoye dia mo nti se FA Cup no madu final dia na ne omo ehwe nim se nyame ya aduma the league no so no omo ebetimi awini nti ne ye omo ne bobo kwani den ede AM Dreams FC ene nyame ya aduma dachina omo ne bebo ani ewo Kumasi baba Yara Sports Stadium abra no miensa etimi abona boss ne yetia ne se wo hye eye Dreams FC a omo ye one team a oba Ghana ha no ma teams a ekura ball e process me nyoma timi koye dio omo eye one side nti se nyame ya aduma dachina Ghana Premier League no wo pe eye stadium a obenya bo a efe eda form na passes betimi aye adwuma wo mu a I'm promising you say betimi akọ Kumasi baba Yara Sports Stadium na wakọ Kumasi Asante Kotoko ene eye Dreams FC wo mo ago kansie na quickly near ubehu ewo game nim from Dreams FC one aside and he said this season say wo ehwe ma one ekọ away o me one side a wo mo ehwe say without the ball no o shape no o betimi maintain no eye the 4-4-2 mid block mfinfia from home nyoma timi akoye di amom we omo game against a Nations FC. Now what you see on your screen when anom enkra ball and you can see say with the 4 midfield no and omo etimi ekram mfinfia from home say ombre say nyoma enso ebetimi akoye de amom tinyame aduma dach na Kumasi Asante Kotoko coach Anidini Karim Zito wo ehwe eyetim ne dia. Now this is how in the game no without the ball ubehun se bubo kwani den e de Dreams FC enso ebetimi a strategize and also without the ball no shape no enso ebetimi I am not only this type of shape and a Dreams in the game wamu etimi e de Emma still on the 4-4-2 na say the 4-1-4-1 system no so no ade say without the ball wamu etimi Emma on the diamond shape say nyoma enso ebetimi akoye ede ama wonum na bibia nso etimi aye comment nyame adme dachina no se wonya the 4-1-4-1 flat no so no obetimi enya the 4-1-4-1 aye no no aye diamond e wo mfinfia fo mo se enioma betimi akoye enso etimi ede ama bobo kwani din ede aye Dreams FC enti coach Anidini Karim Zito woni o boys no coach Karim Zito woni o boys no mo ehede a nyame adme dachina e wo mfinfia fo mo no Dreams ebehwe se obetimi I make sure say ni mfinfia fo mo no obeye compact na enioma etimi akoye enso etimi ede ama no so there you have it mo enso etimi aligning up in the 4-4-2 box shape ewo mfinfia fam ho se enioma betimi akoye dia mom na boss the ufa the box shape ni dia ni Kumasi Asante Kotoko advantage on betimi ateki and say with this box shape no ewo mfinfia fam ho no oba the laterals na ohu ni say ade say space ade say eda ho no yie pa enti say Kumasi Asante Kotoko coach dia with the box midfield no advantage betimi play Ediama Kotoko and say and 10-10-1 ho no ade say spaces ebetia abedon so the fullbacks ebetimi overlap etimi occupy the half spaces no na long balls no enso etimi abanti ebo play no etimi ehu a na wo ehwenum senka ade say Dreams fullback no na te etimi ekoya nkotimi epeke sabo menioma enso etimi ekoyi ediama nti Dreams one team without the ball no ekwa away dia mfinfia from one no ade say omo etimi overcrowd o menioma etimi ekoyi ediama that's not the only the positive side ewo Dreams omo game nim wo efa Dreams so at the other positive side abetimi enya so omo yetima wom etimi ekura ball e process e pass menioma etimi ekoyi edma Dreams FC wom bobo konse no bi ena hu ewo screens ne so with the patient build up short passes no mo ebo into spaces emon players etimi run to say nioma ebetimi akoyi ede amomo enti se wo no ebo na mo time and space ewo ball ne ho dia waso ebetimi ayehye enti Kumasi Asante Kotoko empanyimfo na say the technical team entimi enhye so one player boss may highlight ede ama ayetiefo ene say abrante ne dini eso striker eni mo hono no yaman that free roll no awotimi roll me about field no so ba bibia say obetimi ahwese ne betimi akoye ede ama bubu kwani din ede Dreams FC so key players to keep an eye on captain eso say Kumasi Asante Kotoko enso ebetimi ama mani etimi akọ no homa bibia nso no etimi akoye ede ama no mo yetima amo build up amo di free akide bese no ede ekoni nti no anade ete ne say mistakes ewo mo ho eye pa enti dia one side se wo press high up and say ekra ball wo machiri ho na se wo press bebreba wo mistakes ewo machiri ho nom na no any video on your next slide no ye betimi edi ho enkomani o man so etimi akoye enti dreams team always no person building the flex the ebesne ekoniti no they are also prone to mistakes ewo wonum enso echiri ho nom ebi na wo erhe no enso wo screens ne so no enti nyame adme da chena kumasa sante kotoko se opeso onya mame ensan efri sa go kan se we muri dreams edi frechire ebesna kwa omo empress whenever they are under pressure wo machiri ho nom they make mistakes Emma also ubetimi up also on that na wetimi atu atena manioma enso etimi akoyi ede amount na enu bi na yedi hu nkoma Emra Nations press ye no the center back Emma that feeble passer eno entimi ankwa ano pounds on it eno pick ya one born ebedi eye Nations FC one enso hon that is not the only mistakes etimi eye mo build up ni bi na usans ehu mo di from achiri hon ebesen ede akọ when na eye Lions Accra Boboko ne gen ede eye Lions press wo no Nations entimi afa born ames na nkwa Lions eje born the from at the end of the day they scored from the mistakes eba mu ewo omo build up ni mu a wo mo enso de born etimi ede to atenem enso ewo Kumasi Asante Kotoko on the other side coach and Ideni Karim Zito eba no boss ne tie ne say the 3 competitive matches are wetimi abono 2 in the league and 1 in the FA Cup on concede go enti die na assassin dreams enso channel so say ene niama Kumasi Asante Kotoko I very difficult so betnya concede go ebi na hu no the mid block the 4-5-1 enso ya dey say Kumasi Asante Kotoko without the ball one enso etimi eyisu nti say dreams enso map up strategy no the eba there Kumasi Asante Kotoko coach and Karim Zito eba ye no the last 3 competitive matches our bono ball enter na tenem as a result of say omo enkra ball entinsia from one no omo enso etimi compact say na be a ball ain't enter one enso atenem so there you have it players no makko enum ejina honum say omonso ebetimi ahese bibianso no ebetimi akoyi ede ama wonum enso team no enti say dreams enso map up strategy bia na Kotoko without the ball no so no this is how our structure no na eno so esi etie ewo Kumasi Asante Kotoko team nim there you have it again so who ni say the compact block no ewo mfinsia fam honum the mid block no ade say esanso abam ewo hanoma the back four ewo ho the hano makko num ene gina kire no maja enan ewo mfinsin ena baako kwampoku elidi press menioma enso ebetimi akoyi ede ama Kumasi Asante Kotoko ntinyame admada chena ewo Kumasi Baba Sports Stadium no ye bebe witness some good games enso so ewo honoma wo enso ewo fia bibia wo no se wo pebo a efe na da form na obetimi enjoy there I'm promising you se wo be Kumasi Baba Sports Stadium na wo so wetimi akwakohwe bi.
Okay, Steve, we better say papa na fe ya be abewie ewo studio ha ye wa ho kakra ewa ha enchekra mebusa omo asamba ku bi pe na fe the program no aba ewie Kessben television Kessben 93.3 Kessben 92.9 Accra DSTV channel 364 Go TV channel 121. What is Franco Naro saying? If the team didn't show up, it means they have forfeited the match. Yeah, that's true. But did the other opponents too attend the match? So on every match day, if both teams refuse to show up, who should be awarded the points? Tactical Orlando Silla on Tinhuasi. Nidako is forgetting to accept the obvious. The truth is that Kumasi Asante Kotoko is turning into Arsenal, always waiting for the next season. Kumasi Asante, okay, Yemfa Insia Ewa. Ima the way free yeji, Buno is ena ebre yen. Mewa Global Link Welfare Association Tepa omo ewo studio ha omo ebesraye bese yehwe omo na mo mi hu Global Link for no Global Link Welfare Association Tepa omo ewo studio ha penimpo odo omo no owusu Ernest mpacho etisen
pacho nyame adom boko
yede nyankopon asepa na kiremu kakra Global Link mo hefa omo na mo hwe omo TV so no all right Global Link for
pacho Global Link you just say Global Link Welfare Association yo Global Link any dim yo mriane bebre na Tepa branch ena enede yabaha yenemu ebishia ediko kakra na Kessben ya hwema ma ya hu se tambie nti enede ye fese ebenya akonya na nka ya ne mo antara te se de mo sa akonya mai nti Global Link welfare ebo aboye ho na ye social intervention so eboa oman no
okay
nti ne say nti ne de yesi ye meda enwadi enkyere mofidi kese so Kessben TV na amansa nyina hu sa ampa ekuo bi wo hosi a yedi edwuma fefefe de boa oman no so
wo tepa
ye wo tepa ye wo enyina abonsu aso branch ena enyina su branch ena ne omo wa hai
okay all right menya next time no mo ba nanka mema more time nanka wa kan sempi na ye pese join e be dey
me patch us up person
kwanda ho all right o dey be din komo chi me patch ye da so pa na nka ho why interview na ko meka global link welfare association tepa ho e be fro na fe ye din komo me serious mo fam nka ho
me patch you
all right e da ma so pa e be di enkomo e tre global link welfare association tepa. Nice one. Yes. Okay, and you come yes.
You know, I'm your birthday back.
Okay, all right.
My boys never go born. At that point when they birthday. On that
okay.
You know, I share that happy birthday.
Okay.
Nankupon one on the case.
All right. Or Hifa.
Or Bonim.
Wow. Now for some pregnant.
Me regard is as your crack.
Ejapo, we so happy birthday. Boni mi filimu keke. Na mun say da hundra. All right, the best here now breaking news of Ejafo and so about the transit. The live commentary be free centers ni nyina. And so abremo metre GPL no na messages are eba efa kotoro any nincheche